Good evening, everybody. We're coming to you from Muscle Shoals, Alabama tonight, and very happy to be doing so. Once you make the postseason, well, you need 5 wins from that point to win it all. Tonight, George Palakis, number 4.
I tell you what, it's we've been here before in the semifinals, and tonight we're driving through it. We haven't been to the state championship game since 1996. Where we were disappointed and lost in the finals there, but we're on a mission this year, and we're on a mission to do it like 75 and 76 and go to the state championship game and take it all and get a state championship for this team.
The winner tonight will face the winner of Saraland and Theodore in that state championship game next Friday night.
I tell you what, Lee, last week, let's talk a little bit about last week before we get on to tonight's game. But last week, what an effort by the Spartans. Had 305 yards of rushing, another 180 yards in passing. John Colvin was 12 for 12. Cole Gamble, another 23 carries, 273 yards, whatever. Just that's what we're going to need tonight. Keep that offense churning like it's been doing. But let's look at some highlights.
Yeah, in case you forgot what those highlights looked like, let's take another look back at last week.
I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend.
Everyone, play hard. Hit someone in the mouth. Stay focused. This is our game. Let's go out there and get it.
This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a body, then jump in the court.
Pass. They swing it out to Clark Sanderson. He's got a blocker in front and gets a great block. Gamble, boom on the right side. Cole's going to take it all the way for a Spartan touchdown. 53 yards for Cole Gamble. And run it. And not get much. Oh, wow. Somebody put him on a tee, and then Braxton Dean brought out the driver.
Look at him
He's coming after the quarterback, and they got him. Cole Gamble is trying to go all the way for his 3rd touchdown of the night, and you can put it on the board. Touchdown, Spartans. Cole Gamble again. And Smith with a straight run.
The ball on the ground.
And Spartans say they have it.
Is that Mac Palmer coming up with it?
Yes, sir. Play action pass. We got a man wide open. It's Clark Sanderson. Crossing midfield. Makes a move. And makes another move. We throw the pass left side. Clark Sanderson blocking in front. Touchdown for Clark Sanderson. Boy, great highlights from last week's win, George, and evidence displayed right there of just how good these Mountain Brook Spartans have been playing in the postseason.
Oh, yeah. 506 yards total offense. And I tell you, when you look at it, they said John was 13 for 13 with 3 TDs. Cole Gamble, 23 carries, 276, 4 TDs. Sanderson had a big game, had 10 targets, 10 receptions, and another 131 yards. So, and then on defense, it was the same old. But Trent Wright leading the way with 15 tackles, and then a host of other Spartans. Mac Palmer getting a turnover. Parker Avery having a big game for us. But I tell you what. But hey, this week's game, let's look at our performance team captains and find out who they are for tonight.
The RX Benefits performance captains.
John Hendry, senior, D-line. Trent Wright, senior, linebacker.
Jackson Beatty, senior, wide receiver.
Parker Avery, senior, defensive.
Bo Curry, 10th grade, safety.
So there you see our RX Benefit captains right there. And, it all starts right there, right in the middle. Number 67, John Hendry, a big team captain. We're going to need that tonight. The line, it all starts in the trenches. And with heart and soul, these guys have been playing their tails off all year long and making big things happen. Cole Gamble has, big holes that he gets to run through. And, of course, when Cole Gamble gets hit, he's able to get it to the next level too. But you look at on the offense side, you see John Hendry and Jackson Beatty as two team captains, two big leaders on the offense side. On the defense side, we saw Trent Wright, number 33, and number 91, Parker Avery. And we're going to need Parker on that defensive line. They've been doing it all year long and providing that pressure. And you see those guys right there. But, the one thing that we're going to have to improve on defense this week is that third down conversion. That's the one thing we needed to work on last week because there were 14 third downs last week, and we gave up 11 first downs on those third downs. So, and
quite a few of them were third and pretty long.
And so that's the one thing we're going to work on. But those guys right there provided the leadership all year long, and it'll be a big game. And I tell you, so
well, and you know something too, George. I give a whole lot of credit to Southside Gadsden for
Hartzell.
Yeah, would have been. I'm 2 weeks back.
Yeah,
Hartzell for the credit for being able to convert so many of those third downs.
Yeah, we're playing a good team, a team that had not lost any games. So as we get to this point in the season, like tonight, the only loss that this team has, Muscle Shoals has, is to that Hartzell team we beat last week.
Yeah.
And so, this is going to be a big game. Muscle Shoals comes in here, and Coach Batson, who's the head coach, he's been here for 15 years, also athletic director. Played at North Alabama and back in the 90s, early 90s when they won the national championship there. He's an offensive lineman just like Yeager, so he appreciates the ground and pound kind of game. Just in the past couple of years, he's given up the offensive calling duties to his offensive coordinator, and really let him start calling the plays on the other side that brings in more of a balanced attack. They'll go with the dual quarterback system on the offense side, and it will be one of those things that they both quarterbacks bring in. Cole Woods will start for them tonight, number 19, but they'll bring in Seth Mosley, and they're very confident in both of those guys and what they can do. Offensive line, a big offensive line that's been together for years. But on the defensive side, I will tell you, we're probably going to see one of the best defensive linemen. We've seen a bunch of them, really good ones. J.M. Ingram, number 56. Probably the quickest step I've seen out of any of the linemen we played this year. He's one of these that has 11 sacks from the defensive line position. That's huge. You see the coin toss happening right now.
Family Ventures coin toss. And I didn't see who won. Mountain Brook apparently won.
And we're going to take it and receive and go with our offensive side.
And that has been our
strategy.
Mojo. Yeah. When we have won the toss, we have elected to take the ball rather than to defer, and it's worked well for us.
Yep. So it has, and we're going to try to. Their defense is an aggressive, attacking kind of defense, and we were just talking about with Jalen. He is Ingram. He has had 11 sacks from the defensive line position. That's huge.
Yeah.
Coming from that, Parker Avery's had 5, and that's huge. I think on our side. But we'll be challenged right there on that front line. But, it's just like the Hartzell game. We came out here last week, and we sort of on paper we thought, man, this is going to be a big, matchup. But you saw they were a step slower than us. And I don't see too many teams that have the weapons we do on offense. And also on defense, we're able to really take it to them. And here come the Muscle Shoals Trojans here at James Moore Stadium.
And now the Mountain Brook Spartans getting ready to come through Banner. Boy, that's a good-looking shot of it right there with the cheerleaders leading them through.
So, Lee, tell them how we're calling this game tonight. You know, everybody loves to know we're either on top of a press box, on top of a climbing a tree.
Well, it's really interesting this week. They apparently didn't have room for us, even on the roof, over on the home side.
And I do see a dark room on the right.
Despite the fact that we see lots of dark rooms that have no activity in them in the press box there, and they have a large press box, but apparently no room. Yeah, there's.
So here we are. We are calling the game from behind the fence.
Yeah, we're over on the visitor side, which the part of that we love is we love being
in
our
our crowd. But the thing is, I can't do a high five with my fans
because
I'm in prison.
I'm
in prison. I'm in like the Longest Yard movie.
We are set up behind the fence.
There we are. There we are. See our hands.
There we are.
There we are, right there. Sooner or later, I'm gonna put Lee on my shoulder so he can see the field.
Joel's a tall guy. He's having to get up on a what do you call it? A step ladder to be able to see through the camera up above the fence. We get another cameraman up on top of the truck.
If I had known, I would have gone back to college days and brought a cooler to stand on so I could see.
But we're going to get it done for you. That's why we're here. And
so Jackson Beatty and Clark Sanderson will be receiving. It's good to see Clark back in on that return game for us. You remember that there was that one return that we had that he got like a muff, the fumble, picked it up, took it in the end zone. I think both of these guys are exciting, electric kind of guys.
There's the kick. It's a short one, so it's returnable for the Spartans. That's Clark Sanderson. Angles to the near side, and he'll be brought down. Very hard because we're not very high at all. It's going to be a little bit tricky for us to even see yard lines when they're on the near side of the field and down toward either end.
Great job by Muscle Shoals with the coverage that time, but I tell you what, I saw a huge block by number 46, J.C. Adams, putting his guy on the ground. That's what we need on the special teams. Spartans starting out.
Yeah. Commerce won first down from the 22, and the shift gets them. And you can see the frustration by the Trojans because you know they worked on that.
I mean, and
they were so frustrated that it still got them.
Yeah, Tyler Cole, number 96 for the Muscle Shoals, really showed his frustration at his teammate as they were marching back 5 yards.
Spartans, of course, in the white uniforms with the green numbers, the shiny gold helmets. And Muscle Shoals, the all black with red and gray numbers. Run to the right side, and room on the run to the right side for Cole Gamble. Right off the bat, he runs for a first down. Did I see a late flag come in?
Yeah, it's going to be a late flag on the Spartans, but I tell you what, it started off really, really good. Just good blocking. Watch Davis Peterson, number 78 right here, just seal off his block right there. Boom. And then you see Clark Sanderson blocking, and then we get a penalty right here at the very end. It's not as –
yeah, and he was trying to hold up.
He was trying to hold up, but they're calling it on the –
boy, oh, boy. But I'm sorry. To me, that's a no call. But
it is. I mean,
we
need these guys up at Southside Gadsden a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
You know?
Next game I officiate will be my first. So
that's right.
That just didn't look like a whole lot to me. So the first down counts. Got the first down on the play, a gain of about 12, and then they mark the penalty off.
Puts the ball at the 24, Lee.
So we didn't gain much yardage, net yardage, but we got a first down. Run over the left side for a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I tell you what, once again, you see that offensive line getting going. We coordinated that time, having a good block in there, and then Cole Gamble just sort of following these guys. Gets out, a few yards here. Look at the Nichols concrete play right here. You'll see number 57 caving his guy down. Look at Max Smith caving his guy down. Just good. You see John Henry. Just good job by our lineman being active.
I think it was William Courtney just pancaked his guy. We got a receiver. Oh, boy. The defender got his hands in there at the very last second as they tried to get it to Carter Kelly. I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Gone to Big Carter early in the game.
Yeah, definitely, because we do need to get big Carter Kelly in on it.
Downfield.
Yeah, you need to get him in the game. He's a great athlete, good blocker, but also has great hands and can make things happen. 3rd and 7 with 11:03 to go here in the first quarter. Spartans looking to convert their first 3rd down. Spartans with the shift.
Almost got him again.
Spartans with the shift back.
Another shift. Back to pass. Colvin throws, and it is almost intercepted. Boy, they read that quick out pattern. We are fortunate that they didn't get a pick 6 out of it.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's Braylon Jones, and I mean he had a great quick step on it, and this is somebody that's bringing it. He's had 101 tackles, 7 sacks, 10 tackles for losses. He's an outstanding player.
Pass was intended for Jackson Beatty, but I think the timing was a little off. It was a little bit late, and that gave that defender time to step in front of Jackson.
John does a good punt.
Fair catch is called for and made at the 39.
Isaac Fowler for Muscle Shoals calling for the fair catch. John Cooper getting a good punt. John had come in here from the last time we seen him punt. He didn't punt. Last week, I don't think. I think it was the week before. He had the last punt we had seen him, had a booming punt after averaging about 30 yards a punt. We're going to have that big punting game tonight for our field position.
Well, the officials gave him a bonus yard for some reason. He clearly caught it at the 39, but they put the ball down at the 40. And the handoff over on the right side. Spartan defenders stretched it out, but then they finally did get to the edge and turned it upfield. And that's a nice pickup for them on the first down play on the run by Devin Townsend.
Yeah, Devin Townsend's their big back, and they'll run it and run for 900 yards. We can't give up that edge. We're going to have to turn them back into our strength right there. And right there, that was a first down for the Trojans. That we got to make sure we contain these guys and turn them right back in.
11 yards on the play to the 49 of Mountain Brook. 1st and 10, Trojans. And they're looking to pass. It is
incomplete.
Incomplete. I believe it bounced before it got there. Yeah.
Pass from Cole Woods intended for number 2.
Yeah, I'm finding Lee as we look through the fences and over the heads and through the woods for the lines there. I'm trusting on our monitor right now.
We're going to have to use the monitor a whole lot more than we usually do.
I tell you.
Usually we use it mainly for the replays, but we're going to have to use it for the live action here tonight.
Great shot right there by Nate.
Shot over a run over the left side for just a couple. And Spartan defense with a nice stop there.
Billy Radney, number 48, making the tackle for the Spartans. Vaughn Frost around the ball.
Got 3 yards. It's 3rd and 7. Now here's exactly what we talked about in the pregame. Had trouble stopping these plays last week. We got to see if we can get a stop on 3rd and 7 right here. Just over 10 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score. And they send 3 receivers wide to the right at the very last second. Here comes the blitz, rolling right, and he's going to try and run for it, and he'll get it. And more. Big game for their quarterback. That was a nice run by Cole Woods.
Yeah, and that's what Cole Woods provides. You can see, you know, 5'11", 160, not real big, but he is shifty and can make things happen on the ground. We're glad y'all are watching with us. If you're watching with us, that means you have NFHS. Text your friends, let them know the green channel is not being allowed by Alabama High School Association tonight. So only NFHS, so text your friends. Yeah, text your friends, let them know.
And we didn't even know until the last.
There you go, Parker Avery.
Parker Avery. Wow, did he put up a brick wall? And then a nice embrace from Parker to wrap him up and bring him down to the ground.
Yeah, big Parker Avery last week had 7 tackles, 1 for a loss and 1 sack. But look at it right here. He just gets right through the defensive line right there, meets the guy in the backfield, and big hit.
Now that
taking down Jalen Goodwin.
That was grown man play there.
Oh yeah, and Jalen Goodwin's their big back.
Avery.
Yeah, And Jalen's their big heavy back. That was a good hit by Parker.
So they stick with the running
Yeah,
game.
another big
Another
hit.
hard hit.
Billy Radney again in on the play. And you see Drew Widener there. And looks like number 87, Ethan Went.
All
on
in
the tackle.
on it. Yeah, boy, Spartans are getting physical. Here we got another 3rd and long. George, it's 3rd and 9.
This is going to be right here. This is where we got to step up and make it start happening on 3rd down. And get off the field and get the
And Woods throwing
wow.
to the end zone.
Oh, he got it. Got it.
Boy, that
Touchdown.
was a beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass.
Threw it just where he had to throw it, and they got the touchdown.
You know, I'm telling you right now, I'm sitting there looking at, we were talking about being a step slow. This team, and I don't know how Hartselle beat this team. They're not a step slow like the Hartselle team was.
Yeah.
You mean?
Well, it was a close game. It was 29-26.
Yeah.
When they played. So that sounds like a game that could have gone either way.
I'll tell you right now, this Trey Stoddard is the kicker. He's actually attempted 10 field goals, too. He's 10 for 10. So they have a good kicking game, too.
And evidence right there. He boomed that one.
And the Mojo Jinx didn't work.
Keep trying, partner.
I'm going to keep trying, on our Homer channel here. But, so, you know, the one thing, like I said, we'll get over to the sideline, and what we want to talk about is, you know, you see we're making good things happen on 1st down and 2nd down. It's in that 3rd down package that we're letting big plays happen.
Yep. Well, and the first time it was a scramble run by a quarterback. I mean,
yeah,
that's hard to defend. You know, that's a make something happen kind of play by their talented quarterback. And then the second time was just a beautiful throw and catch on their touchdown play. So big time credit to the Trojans.
So we got our Vulcan Tire Automotive kickoff. You'll see that front line right there. Ready to go. Fruin on that line. Adams.
See if we can get a return here. Set us up. Kick is lower, and it is a touchback.
Nice. I was starting to wonder if that did go into the end zone. We mishandled it a little bit. So right now, you know, we're coming off right of Thanksgiving. Muscle Shoals is at home. Everything's sort of normal for them. You know, Spartans had to travel 2 hours up here. Right now, we just got to settle down and get playing Mountain Brook football.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball. And it'll happen. Check out the 3 wide.
Over on the left side, far side as we look at it. And they run to the left side. Cole Gamble with nowhere to go.
And I'm telling you.
Big defensive lineman there.
Yeah, that's that number 56 I keep talking about, J.M. Ingram. I mean, he has a quick step off the ball. If you see it off Nichols Concrete. You know, on the offensive side, we always talked about that 6-inch step. And that 6-inch step is, you might not run the 100-yard dash or the 40-yard dash real fast, but that 6-inch step better be the fastest on the field.
Yeah. That was a good-looking play by him, Jaheim Ingram. 2nd down. Little flip pass. That'll pick up some yardage out to the 23. On the flip pass to Cole Gamble. Unfortunately, he was unable to keep his feet.
Out to the 24-yard line for a gain of 8.
You'll see the Nichols Concrete replay right here.
Third down and 6 coming up for the Spartans.
Good crowd here tonight on Muscle Shoals side with the noise. Good crowd from the Spartans too. Oh, look at Cole.
Back to pass, lots of time. And he finds Carter Kelly, who finds a first down.
Big Carter Kelly for the first down for the Spartans, number 43. Good to see him on the passing game. And right there I said, look at Cole Gamble. Well, he got covered up quickly when I was saying look at him. And we haven't seen that much this year.
But look at the time provided by the offensive line.
Great job. You see them all. Look at that. Max Smith and John Hendry. And
because it took a little bit of time for Carter's pattern to open him up. So that's a big first down.
Good weapon to have and to use tonight.
Commerce One Bank first down, and it's a run that does not go very far. Did get about 3.
Gamble the ball carrier. Tackles led by number 10, Aaron Morrow.
So you see the Spartans right now, you know, we're at 2nd and 7. If we get 3 or 4 per time, that's fine. And the biggest thing is keep this possession going, to keep the defense on the sideline, to do some more talking, scheming. We see them right there in front of us under the Mount Brook tent.
Yeah, that really is right in front of us this week, isn't it? And run to the left side for Cole Gamble.
There
He's got some room this time, and he's out close to a first down. I don't think he made it.
Ball carried by Gamble, brought down by number 21, Will Weaver.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Gain of 6 on the play.
But look at it right here. Once again, great job by the offensive line right here. Just see them all caving down, and John Hendry once again getting up to the 2nd level.
All right, 3rd down and 1. Big play here.
Spartan Spear going right to the heart of Muscle Shoals right now.
3 receivers to the near side, and a straight run.
Oh, wow.
And lost a yard.
Wow, direct snap to Cole Gamble, and once again, this Muscle Shoals defense is bringing it tonight. Carter pitching defensive end on that tackle.
Loss of 1 brings up 4th down and 2.
4th down and a punting situation for the Spartans.
John Cooper into
Yeah, we talk about Coach Batson, been here for 15 years, and how similar him and Coach Yeager are, both offensive linemen. They come with that mindset. And you can see right now, it's all about the trenches.
And
let's get a roll.
And we do get a little bit of a roll, and it goes out of bounds at the 24.
Cooper's pump goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Muscle Shoals.
So the defense going come back out there. 1st and 10, Muscle Shoals at their 24-yard line. We got 4:14 to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Trojans on top.
So now you're going to see Seth Mosley, number 12, as the quarterback. Last series, Cole Woods completed a touchdown pass, but he was limping a little bit. I don't know if this was a
he looked mighty good to be taken out of the ball game.
Well, they play both of them all game long. They will do that.
Run over the right side, back to Townsend, and he got a handful.
By number 6, Devin Townsend. Brought down by number
Again, our vantage point, we got to wait until the official puts the ball down to be able to figure out just how much they did get. Only got about 2.
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8.
So once again, Seth Mosley is the quarterback on this series for Muscle Shoals. You see a great shot right there. The Spartans
back
defense.
to the run game, and they got a chunk there. They'll make it 3rd and short.
Mac Palmer coming up. Big hit Mac coming up for the tackle for the Spartans.
Townsend. Brought down by number 16, Mac Palmer.
So it brings up 3rd and 2.
And they run tempo, get right back out over the
ball.
Oh, no. And a hard hit.
No.
Wow, that was Mac Palmer again, I think. Braxton Dean.
33, Trent Wright coming up with a shaking the finger. No.
Trent Wright, that's the tackle for the Spartans. Brings up 4th down and 1.
4th and 1.
Yeah, it was Trent Wright with a big hit, Lee.
My apologies to Trent.
Well, I mean, you're trying to look through all these people standing up. And like I said, I'm going to put you on my shoulder.
Braxton was close by.
Yeah.
I saw 13 in there.
Oh, yeah. So it brings up punt team. You'll see it right here.
Both their numbers.
And 13. Yeah, both of them were in there. Both of them did hit.
Both of their numbers obviously end in a 3.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a moonshot of a punt. And the fair catch made successfully
So you're right. I mean Braxton was Trent was over there teeing him up, and Braxton came in and hit two. They came and hit him from both sides.
Okay.
So I'm looking through.
So I was only half wrong.
No, I'm looking through too. You know, it's like I can't see 13. You could.
Yeah.
I could see 33, but you could see 33.
Yeah. That's the way it works.
That's the way it works.
That's why there's two of us.
Yep.
That's why we each got a partner. Here we go. Commerce One Bank first down play. John Colvin. He keeps it after faking the handoff. Oh, and he almost was able to keep his feet after that tackle. Had he been able to do that, he might have gone all the way.
Yeah, I tell you what, a couple of weeks ago, John showed us he can run the ball. And here we are. Everybody's keying in on Cole Gamble, and it was a great read by John and just kept it for a Commerce One first down.
Boy, that was a much-needed big play by John Colvin. Another Commerce One first down play coming up. And it is Clark Sanderson. They gave it to him on the jet sweep and then faked the handoff to the run back. I'm watching the running back and then realized, he doesn't have the ball. Clark Sanderson, meanwhile, is picking up good yardage on the far side of the field.
Yeah, right here. End around right here. Boom.
That was nicely
good
done.
Block by Carter Kelly. Rob Gillespie.
Only one or two of the Trojans saw that as well.
So I'm looking at the sidelines, and it is number 12, Seth Mosley, throwing the ball, warming up. And I'm hearing from the recliner at his house, Fletcher Oberle, who was very observant on that first series, saying that Cole Wood did hobble off.
Little pass to Clark Sanderson. Did he get to the stick before he went out of bounds?
Yes, he did.
I think he did.
Let's get that stick moving for a Commerce One first down.
They did the little push pass as Clark came on by on the jet sweep, but it was a pass, not a handoff. And so that'll be part of the passing game, and Clark upset with himself. You could see at the end of it that he lost his footing there because I think he felt he could have gotten a lot more had he been able to keep his feet. He did get a Commerce One first down.
Spartans got Muscle Shoals on their heels right now.
At the 47 of Muscle Shoals, 1st and 10, Mountain Brook. Cole Gamble back to the running back position behind John Colvin. He takes the handoff from John, keeps his feet after the first hit, manages to gain, looked like 3 or 4 yards before they pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah, you can see it up close right now. You see the physical ball playing by both lines of scrimmage, both Spartans and Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, we got quite a battle going on down there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Cole Gamble.
Colvin to throw, has a man open. It is Jackson Beatty. Jackson has another Mountain Brook first down. 9 yards picked up on that play.
And you got Muscle Shoals just saying, hey, Cole Gamble, we're not going to let him be the one to beat us, and they're keying in on him. But then we got these weapons like Jackson Beatty and Sanderson.
That's just fine.
Yeah.
We can handle that.
Yeah.
We've shown we got weapons all over the place.
Yep. We'll start making them play more of an honest defense.
And then once we run some plays to them, it'll open things back up for Cole.
Yep.
And it is Cole
Right
Gamble.
now.
It opened it up right now, and he is gone.
Touchdown, Spartans, Cole Gamble. And that's exactly what we're talking about right there. You see it happening. We're sitting back there. They're keying in on them. We start going to our other weapons, Carter Kelly, Sanderson, Beatty. Now they take their eyes off Cole Gamble, and boom, touchdown, Spartans.
Beautiful play. Let's watch it again. The Medical Properties Trust touchdown.
Look at the great blocking by the line. Look at big number 56 downfield blocking for the Spartans, Max Smith. Awesome job.
And then Cole with his deceptive speed.
Yeah.
You don't realize it until you watch him blow by these cornerbacks and safeties that should be faster, at least as fast as him.
Yeah.
But he still blows by them.
And here's our extra point by Jack Heaps. where our
It's
train
good.
works. The extra point, big dogs got it. You're exactly right. You know, I still cannot believe there's not a big Power 5 in the SEC or SEC school that is not looking at him hard right now.
Boy, they need to start.
They need to start because, hey, he's a junior. He gets to come back next year for us, and that's awesome.
So the Cole Gamble 36-yard touchdown run. And again, credit to the guys on that O-line. They opened up a nice hole for Cole. And then Cole just does the rest.
And that's another one right now. These offensive linemen, you will not see better group that blocks like they do. Other big schools, y'all need to be looking at these guys.
Yeah.
You'd want them on your team.
That's big, George. That's big to come back and answer their score with one of our own before the first quarter came to an end.
And and a key early right now in the game is, you know, who was looking so well was Cole Woods. We knew that Muscle Shoals would play a dual quarterback system, but they were forced to go to their other quarterback when Cole was on his game. And he hobbled off, and I think we'll probably see Seth Mosley again.
That's why I was surprised.
Look at Jack.
Wow. Holy cow, did he blast that one. That landed 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Jack is, I mean, here he was joining the team, you know, late in the season, had to, you know, sit out a little bit until he was allowed to be on the team just per the rules of coming to the team. Man, he is getting better and better each week.
And
he's learning to kick that football.
He just got mobbed by his teammates when he came over to the sideline, and
it's incredible.
You don't see that for a kicker very often.
And I mean, we already know Jack's an all-star soccer.
Not when it's not a game-winning field goal situation.
Yeah, well, we know he's an all-star soccer player. Oh, big hit!
The physicality continues for the Spartans. Several of them in on that stop, and all with authority.
Yeah, look at it. And you
Vaughn
see
Frost.
Yeah, Drew Widener in there, a bunch of Spartans right here. You'll see it. Look at the defensive line, stalemate right there, and look at that.
Is that Ethan Wint?
Yeah, it looked like.
Ethan Wint, I believe, was the first one.
Yeah, and Billy Hoyt's in there too, both of those guys.
Stalemate his blocker and then made the hit.
Yeah.
Both their numbers end in 7. I'm not sure which one it was.
I think it was Billy Hoyt that hit first, but they were both right there, bam, bam, to hit. But Billy Hoyt in there too, and Ethan Wynn, and look at this, into the first quarter.
With the momentum, even though the ball game, the score is only tied, but the momentum clearly on the Mountain Brook side right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and we want to take it to break.
First quarter is up, 7-7 our score. Second quarter coming up on the Mountain Brook Sports Network.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Hollis Wright is proud to support Mountain Brook Athletics and the AL.com High School Player of the Week fan poll. Let's make Spartan Stadium electric every Thursday and Friday night. Go Spartans and get out to vote at AL.com each week.
Did you know that each wrong hire costs your company up to 5 times their salary? Make better hires faster with Good Job. In a sea of candidates, we quickly spot the best employees,
There's no way you take him out right now.
And money.
But they had to. Welcome back to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. You know, we got a nice night for football, George.
We really do.
Sometimes,
Sometimes
late in the year, you come up here, because we've been here before.
It's freezing.
In this area. It's freezing. It's
raining.
Sometimes cold rain and wind. It is beautiful tonight.
Low 60s, high 50s. Good game. And here we are, 2nd and 9. Once again, key to the game right now is the injury of Cole Woods, their quarterback.
And they fake the run, throw the pass, and it's complete. Another hard hit at the end of the play by a Mountain Brook Spartan.
Hampton King.
Hampton King.
Yeah.
But a big gain for the Trojans.
Yeah. Jameer Goodlow on the receiving end of that pass from Seth Mosley. You know, we talk about the difference in the quarterbacks. You know, for Muscle Shoals, you know, Cole Woods was more of a scrambler to stretch a play, and that's the key.
Yeah, Seth Mosley More of a thrower, a little bit bigger young man. Short gain on that play. Actually, they got a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got 5 on that.
Mac Palmer, number 33, Trenton Wright.
Mac Palmer and Trent Wright in on the stop yet again.
Once again, it's good to be on the Spartan side of the stadium to see all our fans that were standing up and cheering.
And here comes the rush. He steps up and evades it. Well, most of it. They still bring him down for a short gain.
Great job by number 29, Tucker Crawford, to be there to get him down and bring up a 3rd down and probably about, what, 3?
Boy, we had like 3 or 4 guys coming after him.
Parker Avery dropped it and was coming. He was full speed.
3rd down and 3. Big play right here. Try and get a stop, get that ball back. And they run it over on the left side, and they got plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was number 8, running back Jalen Goodwin, and it looked like Jalen was going to be stopped right about the 1st down marker, and all of a sudden you just saw a burst of speed.
Yeah, he found a hole over there. So it's marked at the 42 of Mountain Brook, 1st and 10 for the Trojans. It is an artificial turf field here in Muscle Shoals. They stick with a run game.
Oh,
and
big hit.
That one didn't go anywhere.
See Mac Palmer, Trent Wright, and big number 36, Vaughn Frost.
I tell you what, Spartans are really bringing it on every play.
Yeah, watch them right here. Watch our 2 linebackers. Just free. Nobody blocks him. It was number 36. Vaughn loves tattooing his ACT score on the opposing team. Put a 36 on him.
I tell you what, the guy that was blocking Billy Radney was a little bit extra there after the whistle was blown, and he got away with it. I want to keep an eye on him. And Spartans are saying it's early movement on the Trojans, and the Trojans are admitting that they were in the wrong.
Browning trail camera penalty. But you know, you were talking about the extra business going on with Billy Radney. Once again, our defensive line, you're holding up every one of their blockers. You don't see any of their linemen being able to get to that 2nd level. And our linebackers come in free and clear, and our safety, nobody touched them.
2nd down and 13. They hand it off. They got the penalty yards back plus another maybe 1. They'll mark it at the 40. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Drew Widener, number 22, in on the tackle along with Vaughn Frost and Trent Wright. And now you see big clubber coming in, Sam Hunt coming in for, it looked like Ethan Went.
See if we can get a stop here on 3rd and 8. However, we are probably in 4-down territory for the Trojans.
Once again, this is where we said the Spartans need to improve. And we do!
Oh, maybe not 4-down territory, seeing as how Trent Wright made sure that they lost 7 on that play.
Yeah, big number 33, Trent Wright, reading that one perfectly. And
what a play
making a
by
big hit.
Trent Wright. Watch this again on the Nichols Concrete replay.
He reads it perfect.
He read it perfectly. He timed it perfectly, and he tackled him perfectly. Sheer perfection. So now it's 4th and 14. So they will not go for it on such a long 4th down.
Sam Wright will punt for Muscle Shoals, and Clark Sanderson, number 21, will be deep to return. Oh, good punt.
He is 2 for 2 on
That's
punts.
in the end zone.
He has punted twice, and both of them have been missiles. Wow.
I mean, that you know, in the air to the goal line, I mean, that's 55 yards in the air. And he was trying to, number 85, Sam
Wright.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was trying to hold up in this punt. That's what's impressive.
Yeah,
But it's a good night for kicking. There's not a strong wind. It's just sort of.
So now the Spartans with the Commerce 1 first down from their 20-yard line. And Cole Gamble. Cole has room. Cole makes a move, and he'll pick up 15 yards and a first down.
Yeah, right now the Cole Gamble machine's starting to get warmed up. Good blocking by the line. And
tripped up by number 20 Isaiah Johnson.
Look at it right here. John Henry, number 67, will be snapping it right there. And look, boom, good quick step, good blocking.
Boy, William Courtney just pushed his man to the other county.
It's a great job. The Spartans are just, slamming their guys to the right.
It's Gamble again. It looked like the same play, not the same result, just a short gain this time.
Cohen Young, number 30, for the tackle for Muscle Shoals on Cole Gamble. There's a good shot of Cole. And you see Max Smith and John Colvin and Carter Kelly right there in that shot.
Down to 7:23 to play in the second quarter. Been a fairly rapid first half. 7-7 our score. Spartans looking at 2nd and 9 right here. 3 receivers to the right, Beatty, Gillespie, and Sanderson. And a fake run to the right. And throwing long, and
he got him. He got him.
And
Clark Sanderson.
They're going to bring him down inside the 20 of Muscle Shoals.
Great job, great play action fake there by John and to Cole, and it just freezes up the defense. And there goes Clark Sanderson.
Beatty was going long. Sanderson was right behind him by about 5 yards, and it was a perfect pass to Clark Sanderson.
Gain of 48 yards on the play.
48-yard pickup on the play. Commerce 1 first down coming up. Play fake to Cole Gamble. Played a role in
another great block, and here we go.
Over the right side by Cole Gamble. He almost took it all the way in. Boy, the play calling mix is really opening things up now, George.
Yeah, I tell you right now, Coach Kelly and Coach Easley right here just got it going.
And that offensive line.
Yep.
Blocking.
Oh, Tony Johnson, his offensive line, doing it again this week.
Ball all the way down to the 1.
Spartan Spear right at the heart of Muscle Shoals. And we'll have a direct snap to Cole Gamble, and we're going to say Medical Properties Trust touchdown here in a second.
Straight run by Cole, and he is in for the touchdown. Mountain Brook scores a big touchdown to take the lead.
Touchdown Spartans. Cole Gamble taking that direct snap and taking it right over the left side of his line, and that's taking the Spartans up 13-7. We'll have our crane works.
I thought for sure he got in, but I was blocked out by our fans who've been on their feet the entire time, and I'm not complaining. I'm fine with that, but it didn't enable me to see an official with his arms up.
J.B. Cook with the snap, Jackson Beatty with the hold, and Jack Heaps with the kick, and the big dogs got it.
Boy, that's big.
Works. Extra point, and now the Spartans up 14-7. So after Muscle Shoals came out, took us 3 and out, had a great defensive stand, and then their next offensive stand, they had a great drive. Quarterback comes up hobbling, he goes off. They love to play their dual quarterback, but it sort of threw them off their game plan. And since then, it's been all Spartans. Spartans 14-7 with 5:58 to go here in the second quarter. There's a good shot of Coach Yeager on the sideline.
Ever since that first score, though, by Muscle Shoals, George, how good has Mountain Brook played since then on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, no, it's been great, and I tell you, it just shows that you got to be ready to get to the next step, next play. I mean, it didn't go your way on the first drive. Well, so what? There are going to be a lot more drives in the game. Get it going. It didn't go well on the offense or defensive side, but right now, all things are going well. Once again, I mean, this is a Muscle Shoals defense has only given up a total of 20 points in the playoffs. So here we are. Spartans already with 14 here in the second quarter.
So now Jack Heaps with the Vulcan Tire and Auto kickoff. Taken at the 10. And hard to hit. Once he got to the 25, it was like he ran into a wall.
Yeah, you see.
Because he was moving full speed. And then all of a sudden he was moving at 0 miles per hour. Watch this. Bang.
Yeah, Trent Wright starting it off.
They gave him a generous mark again to the 26, 1st and 10. Quick pass, it is caught and then pushed out of bounds immediately, but looks like he may have a first down. He does. All right, we got just 5:44 to play in the second quarter. Boy, it would be really good if the defense can keep them out of the end zone on this drive and take a lead into the locker room. Well, they moved. They clearly moved. Finally, the officials threw the flag. And so that'll make it 1st and 15.
So Muscle Shoals, we keep talking about, you get to this stage in the game, you got to play disciplined ball. And so far, the penalty bug hitting
that's
Muscle
at least
Shoals.
the second, if not the third, false start on them. First and 15. They run it over the left side and a nice run.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Hold him, Tucker.
Thank goodness his shirt was untucked. That allowed him to hold on and keep it from scoring.
Yeah, Tucker Crawford grabbed it and got him down. Coach Batson right now is going to pull old Townsend over to the sideline and tuck in his shirt and his towel. Take the towel and throw it away.
At the 33-yard line of Mountain Brook, first down.
You're exactly. I mean, Tucker grabbed whatever he could find and held on. Great job, Tucker.
And it worked.
It worked.
Now we need to stiffen up on the defensive side. The run game goes for short yardage that time. I see big number 33 in on that one as well.
91 also. Around the ball, Billy Radney, number 48. Parker Avery, number 91. Trent Wright making the main hit.
Yeah, Trent, main one in there on that one. 2nd down and 7.
Good blocking.
They tried a pump and go, and the Spartans were on it. And the quarterback wheel run. Mosley has another first down. That's a nice play by the Trojans quarterback.
But a great job our defense on the coverage that time. And, you know, Seth Mosley did a pretty good job of scrambling out and getting a first down. But once again, I am glad not to see Cole out there because he's a little faster.
Yeah. At the 21, 1st and 10, Trojans. Handoff. And Townsend gets hit hard again after he picked up a few yards.
I tell you what, you're seeing number 91, Parker Avery, around the ball every play for the Spartans.
And
there he
the
is.
Spartan defenders are not just like patting them on the back, pushing them down. They are hitting.
Yeah, and Mac Palmer had the hit, but every time 91 is all around the ball. And you got a good look that time of Ethan Went, 87, and 97 Billy Hoyd and Parker Avery, 91. Right now the game's in their hands to take it in the trenches right here to stuff the Muscle Shoals.
2nd down.
Trojans.
They run it again over the right side, short gain for Townsend.
Couldn't tell did he get tripped up?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it looked like Billy Radney. I was like, did he do it with his foot? Yeah, he did.
He sure did.
He did. I was like, what did he make tackle with his foot?
So it's at the 15, 3rd down and 4.
2:46 here in the second quarter. Clock running down.
Straight run by the quarterback, Mosley. And he gets to the 13.
We'll bring up 4th down.
4th and 2.
You just see it's a little step slower.
Yeah.
Trying to.
He's definitely not as quick as the other quarterback.
So here we are. It brings up 4th and 2. They do have a kicking game with Trey Stoddard.
A very good one.
Yeah, 10 for 10, but they're going to elect not to take those probably 3 points. And they're going to put their big package in. And
make sure we don't get drawn off sides here.
Yep.
They're going to run the play. And, with that final lunge, I think he may have gotten it.
We're pointing one way. They're pointing the other way. Looks like we got it.
Looks like Mountain Brook might be right. They are. Big stop by the Spartan D.
Awesome job by the defense that time, bringing it up. Once again, you don't like to leave points out on the field.
Yeah.
And I tell you.
Especially, like you say, not every high school team has a good kicking game.
Has a kicker that's been 10 for 10. They do. He's 10 for 10.
So, I understand. I'm all about it. I understand the temptation to go for it all the time.
Yeah.
But, gee, that's an almost guaranteed 3.
So Spartan's got 3 timeouts, minute 51. If we get a play that breaks it up, here goes John Colvin again.
Oh, he kept it. What a great play by John. And let's see, did he get another first down? Looks like he did.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was fun watching Jackson Beatty. I think Jackson was even fooled on that one. Watch Jackson's block. Jackson does a great job of blocking. When you'll see him, he just sort of walking this way.
There's nobody over there.
He's looking towards the inside trying to find somebody.
Right. Well,
great fake.
It's been brilliant play calling by our coaches because really they didn't run that all year until here at the end in the playoffs.
Going deep again. There's Jackson Beatty.
Jackson Beatty has got it. Big play for the Spartans out to the 40-yard line
Commerce
of Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, Commerce won first down, and there goes the Spartans. Here we are. We got 3 timeouts with a minute 34.
Again, the line blocks, and another good throw by John Colvin. Good job reeling it in by Jackson Beatty. Big play to the 40. We've still got 1:26 left to go in the first half. 1st and 10. Commerce 1 first down for the Spartans. Colvin back to pass. Rolls right. And John throws. Got a man.
Got him.
Clark Sanderson breaks that first tackle. He's inside the 20.
Gets out of bounds, too. That'll stop that clock. Once again, there's no better quarterback that's a left-hand thrower that rolls out to the right and slings it with the left.
How many times have we seen him do that with accuracy?
It's huge.
That is so hard to do, and John does it very, very well. And there was another big play there for 21 yards.
Scores from around the region. Thomas E. Jernigan Foundation with an assist from John Wilbanks. It is Saraland right now, 7. Theodore 3 in the second quarter.
Commerce 1 first down for the Spartans at the 19. And this time Colvin rolling left. And he is going to get rid of it. Pressure was coming. Receiver was not open, so John does the right thing, the smart thing. Gets enough on the throw to get it past the line of scrimmage and gets it out of bounds.
Bring up 2nd and 10. I will say this, Lee. This is a lot better looking than our press box at home when I'm trying to look through the cinder block.
When you're looking that way.
At least I'm looking through people.
Yeah.
It's good. It's festive. It's good to see everybody. I'm not looking at a white cinder block.
2nd down and 10 for the Spartans. And Colvin
nice.
gives it to Clark Sanderson. He's got blockers in front. and pushed out of bounds. Let's see where he wound up.
Number 21, Clark Sanderson.
Great job, number 15, Rob Gillespie out there blocking out in front of him.
Looks like they pushed him out of bounds at the 9, George. So that'll be close to another first down.
Davis Peterson, great blocking in there, number 78.
There's a lot of great blocking going on down there. And it is another Mountain Brook first down. So it's 1st and goal inside the 9.
54 seconds.
Plenty of time.
Wow.
In this situation.
Think about that big 4th down stop, and look what it's doing right now, right here before half.
1st and goal inside the 9. Back to the run game.
Will
Gamble.
Will Waldrop.
Will Waldrop, first time
touchdown.
into the game, and he scores from the 9, and the Spartans build their lead.
Big old number 18, Will Waldrop, taking it in for a medical property trust touchdown, and then he gets hoisted in the air, thrown all the way up to the sky by big Davis Peterson, number 78. Look at this right here, just taking it on in the end zone, looking like what Cole Gamble does. Look at Carter Kelly there to celebrate with him. Now Jack Heaps will have the extra point, the Craneworks extra point. And it's good.
All right.
Great job, Jack.
21-7 Spartans. My pen ran out of ink, George. Thank you. Untimely for that to happen.
Great job. You see Coach Johnson there talking with the offensive line. There's Coach Yeager. Feeling good right now, right before half with 49 seconds to go. So Muscle Shoals will get the kick to start the second half.
Right.
They do have 3 timeouts right now, depending on where they start off. It'll be interesting to see how they played on this set of downs.
I'll tell you what a great performance by this Mountain Brook Spartan team. They did not take full advantage of taking the ball to start the game. They got stopped. And then Muscle Shoals drove down, had some really great plays in their drive, and did score. But since then, Mountain Brook has been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, including another touchback there for Jack Heaps.
Yeah, Spartans settled down. They settled down on offense and settled down on defense. Didn't panic, but they started making some chess moves here and there, adjusted a little bit. And good things have happened right now. Spartans up 21-7, 49 seconds right here. Muscle Shoals, the Trojans are going to come out, and they got 3 timeouts. They do have a good kicking game. And, once again, you never want to second-guess yourself if you're a Trojan. But, taking those 3 points earlier might have made things a little different, but Spartans might have still scored, so it'd be 21-10.
First down play, they'll throw, and it's complete. Little pass behind the line. They will gain some yardage with it. About 3 or 4 yards.
If Trojans run that again, Spartans need to be alert. That looked more like a backwards pass from this angle.
It's very hard to tell from this angle.
But no matter what, judge it and say it's back, thrown behind you, get it and go.
Give them 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. That one is incomplete. They're trying the quick passing game with just 17 seconds remaining in the first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
So I tell you right now, Muscle Shoals came out on fire, both sides of the ball. They've had a little bit with an injury, and they're a little off. They're out of sync a little bit with what's going on. And
they go back to the run game. And that's going to work for first down yardage.
But 10 seconds. See if they choose to.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Well, there's a penalty flag. That'll stop the clock. That run might be coming back. It is.
And right now.
It's a hold.
Spartans will probably just want to get it to halftime, but Spartans have 3 timeouts too right now if they want to at least force a punt.
Just 10 seconds left.
10 yards.
But that's an interesting point, though, you make, George. At least then, you never know what can happen on that. They got to make that long snap back, and they're not far away from their own end zone. We've seen
blocked
this.
some.
That's right.
We blocked some this year. So it'll be an interesting strategy, but Muscle Shoals is going to let the clock run out.
Yeah, they're not even going to snap it again, and that'll do it. Boy, but a little bit of a slow start, but only the very start. Since then, Mountain Brook has been phenomenal in all three phases of the game: offense, defense, and kicking. And after starting the game down 7-0, they have outscored them 21-0 since. And the Spartans lead the Trojans 21-7 here on the road at their place at halftime. As we get ready for the Commerce One Bank halftime show.
Hey, I tell you what, before we go into our video, you know, Lee, our mighty Spartan band, they're planning to travel to Italy to participate in the World's Peace Parade on New Year's Day.
Wow.
We get to witness the impact of our band on our Spartan community on Friday and Thursday nights under the lights, and now the world will soon hear them. Way to go, mighty Spartans. Take your music and Spartan spirit around the world for all to hear. So now you'll see the Spartans. Let's go to the video intro.
And now, the mighty Marching Spartans.
And now the band, George.
Yeah, the mighty Spartan band and the Dorians. They'll be facing the home crowd for their presentation. But, hey, you'll still get to hear them. Band directors Jason Smith, associate director James Rogers, and assistant director Michelle Smith, and Courtney Sajic and Heather Fitch with the Dorians. Let's enjoy the halftime show from our mighty Spartan band and the Dorians. Hey, that was the Mountain Brook Mighty Spartan Band with the great performance tonight in the Dorians. Now we're going to kick it to commercials, and we'll be right back here with your Commerce One
with our score 21-7.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Hollis Wright is proud to support Mountain Brook Athletics in the AL.com High School Player of the Week fan poll. Let's make Spartan Stadium electric every Thursday and Friday night. Go Spartans and get out to vote at AL.com each week.
Did you know that each wrong hire costs your company up to 5 times their salary? Make better hires faster with Good Job. In a sea of candidates, we quickly spot the best employees, saving you time and money.
Your home's air conditioning system has to work hard in the Alabama heat. When there's a problem, call On Time Service. We'll do whatever it takes to make your home cool again. And our technicians will arrive at your home right on time.
As respected industry leaders, we're here,
working hard for you
in an effort to provide you with excellence in sports medicine
and excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches,
athletic trainers and mentors who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here
to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you,
aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
A lot can happen in a heartbeat. You can win, lose, stop, go, laugh, hope, and grow. You can hurt, hustle, smile, and heal. No matter what you do, put your whole heart into it. Here's to our healthcare heroes who never miss a beat. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
For as long as I can remember, the Browning name has meant something to people in the outdoors. So when I went looking for a trail camera that I could depend on, there was only one name that came to mind: Browning Trail Cameras. So if you're looking for a trail camera that's easy to use, is unbelievably reliable, and takes amazing pictures and videos, there's only one brand that I trust: Browning Trail Cameras.
When you have a big job to do, turn to the most trusted name for crane and equipment rental in the Southeast, Craneworks. Craneworks and RentalWorks have been serving the Southeast for over 30 years. Craneworks boasts a fleet of cranes ranging from 2.5 tons to 500 tons. For jobs big or small, RentalWorks carries a diverse fleet of construction equipment such as forklifts, aerial lifts, and much more. And Craneworks also offers trained and certified operators and riggers. Visit craneworks.com today, where there's no job too big to handle.
Every trip with Southern Sky Aviation is designed and built around you. Southern Sky Aviation makes private aviation effortless, on time, and safe. With Southern Sky Aviation, you can fly wherever you want, whenever you want.
High school sports bring a community together,
And that's a great thing. But it doesn't just happen. It takes a whole lot of work from a bunch of people. All of us at On Time Service want to salute those responsible for helping make tonight's game possible, like coaches, parents, grandparents, and lots of volunteers. Thank you for what you do.
Morris Shea installs deep foundation systems for infrastructure projects throughout the United States, the Caribbean, and South America. Our team of experienced geotechnical professionals has constructed foundations under many of the world's largest energy, manufacturing, industrial, and commercial projects. Morris Shea is one of the leading deep foundation contractors in the U.S. Contact us today about innovative deep foundation systems for your next project.
What makes a Thunderbolt? They pitch faster, hit farther, run quicker, go harder. They bring home championships and build relationships. They never quit and strive to push through any obstacle that may come their way, for themselves, for each other, for their future. Because it's not about the game, it's about the girls. Visit us online to learn more about how you can become a Thunderbolt.
Effective teams have to be faster than the competition to close more deals and keep operations running efficiently. You cannot afford to get bogged down writing proposals, generating quotes, maintaining documents, and other manual tasks. To deliver the customized, collaborative engagement that customers deserve, your sales team needs to spend less time quoting and more time doing what they do best, selling. Empower your sales team to sell at the speed of now with Explogix, the premium provider of configure, price, quote, and document generation technology.
Welcome back for more of the Commerce One Bank halftime show with Mount Brook leading here on the road at Muscle Shoals, 21-7 at the break. In a game that didn't start out the greatest for the Spartans. Spartans won the opening the coin toss and elected to take the ball to start. And that strategy has worked out very well for the Spartans in the past. But tonight, credit to the Trojans defense. They got a stop on the Spartans in the opening drive. And then when they got the ball, they put together a very nice drive. Really, it wasn't a long drive, but it was a couple of big plays by their quarterback in particular. And they scored to take a 7-0 lead. But then since that point, Spartans kicked it in all phases of the game and played extremely well, starting with this 25-yard touchdown run. Actually, it's a 36-yard touchdown run by Cole Gamble. What a nice job there. That was after a couple of pass plays that opened it up. And kick by Jack Heaps was good, and the Spartans took a 7-0 lead. That was with 7:56.
7-7.
That was 7-7. You're right, George.
Yep.
Thank you for correcting me. With 7:56 to go in the first, and then the Spartans would score again. It's another touchdown run by Cole Gamble. You know something? His second touchdown run was a 36-yarder. I'm thinking maybe that was the second touchdown that we just saw there. First one was a little bit shorter than that, but it was a good run as well. And that 36-yarder. Okay, I am just like making mistakes all over the place.
Here you go. That's the
36-yarder was his first. I was looking at their touchdown. So my mistake. Again, Cole Gamble then a 1-yard touchdown run that you just saw there, made it 14-7. 5:58 to go in the second, and
you are in prison.
That's right. I'm behind the fence.
It sort of changes your whole outlook in life.
Is there barbed wire at the top of it?
I'm about to say.
And then Will Waldrop would score
here
in the third touchdown.
Here's the Cole Gamble. They got queued up right here.
Okay.
Touchdown.
This is the Cole Gamble touchdown run for one.
For 1 yard.
From 1 yard
that
out.
That would have been the second touchdown.
Second touchdown to make it 14-7 with 5:58 to go in the second. I give up. Will Waldrop scored on an 8-yard touchdown run. That got us to our halftime score, 21-7. Say something, George. So I need to take a break.
Well, you go take a break. In the longest yard, remember where he kept his cool, refreshing drink?
Yeah.
In the commode. So back there in that plastic bag.
That's right.
You go get you something to drink for a little bit, and everything will be fine. I'll tell you what. But no, here it was. Here's another, look.
Here's the Will Waldrop run.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is Will
right
Waldrop. That's his 8-yard touchdown run right there.
Yes.
Which got us to where we are now, 21-7 Spartans.
All right. Hey, I'd like to talk about.
Take it away, George.
About the Give 180 Mount Brook City School Foundation. I'm proud to serve as a board member of the Mount Brook City Foundation, which has the Give 180 campaign, which is well underway this year. We have more than 650 Mount Brook families contributing right now to the Give 180 campaign. It's not too late to give. The foundation is asking each family to give $1 for every day each of their children is learning through the Mount Brook schools. The goal is to achieve 100% participation from all families across the district by the end of this year in hopes of raising well over $200,000 for this campaign. Please visit mbgives.org to give 180 today. The foundation, under the leadership of our executive director, Rachel Weingarter, helps every student and every teacher at every Mount Brook school. So please, if you love this broadcast, take a moment to support a student by giving $180 for each day that student's in school. Right there on your screen, go to mbgives.org and join me in helping us invest in the students of Mount Brook today, tomorrow, and the future. Because you know why, Lee? That's what winners do.
Yeah. George.
100% participation is needed. I'm counting on each of you to give. Together, let's achieve this goal for all of our Spartans. Go Spartans.
All right, 21-7 is our score. We're still at halftime, part of the Commerce One Bank halftime show. And now it's time to take a look at the Student Athlete of the Week, George.
That's your on-time service Scholar Athlete of the Week is senior Caroline Heck, who plays volleyball. Volleyball, though, good volleyball teams. She plays the position of right side hitter and middle blocker. Caroline has a 3.94 grade point average and a 22 on the ACT. She's a member of the FBLA Club, Diamond Dolls, Circle of Friends Club, Alabama Juniors Volleyball, French National Honor Society, National Honor Society, editor of the 2022-2023 Olympian Yearbook, first priority in the Mount Brook High School ambassador. She plans to attend Auburn University, War Eagle for all you Auburn fans out there, next year. She plans to major in exercise science. After college, she wants to get into physical therapy school and become a physical therapist and own her own company. She plans to play volleyball for fun in college, such as intramurals, along with other activities. Caroline's favorite subject in school is economics because she likes learning about how the money and the market of the world is constantly changing. That it does.
Good thing to figure out.
I'll tell you what. Caroline listens to pop music the most, but really likes any type of music. Her favorite artist is Rihanna. Congratulations, Caroline Heck, on your being our on-time service Scholar Athlete of the Week. Our Spartans doing it in the classroom, on the courts, and on the fields. Go Spartans.
And you listed all the various things that Caroline's involved in. And, you know, we got a lot of things happening as we look at the week ahead for Spartan Athletics.
Well, it was this week. I'm going to tell you, the boys varsity basketball team took home the championship in the Spartan Turkey Jam this week.
Turkey Jam.
Defeating Sandy Creek out of Georgia 52-44. Spartan boys play that fast-paced basketball, rotating their entire team in and out of the game like a fast pit stop in NASCAR, Lee. It's incredible and fun to watch. Each player brings his different strength to the court.
They drop a lug nut every now and then.
Oh, yeah. But Coach Davis trusts to mold all of his players.
That's right. As well he should.
In a competing unit the entire game. He's got everybody coming in and out. You know, you have your leaders in Ty Davis and Julius Clark, but it's awesome to see a different supporting cast member showing up in the scorecard every night. Tuesday night it was Henry Huffam. He scored 7 points, grabbed 5 rebounds. And Lawson Gardner scored 9 points and 4 rebounds with great supporting cast compliment. But I'll tell you, one player, he won in the score sheet, Andrew Kohler. His name didn't make the Starnes Media communication sheet on Twitter, but he is so fun to watch. His energy he brings to the court energizes his teammates around him to get all of them on their score sheets. He's a leader and a spark that makes it happen for his team. Defense, defense, defense wins championships. Girls varsity basketball team also competed in the Turkey Jam. The Lady Spartans lost a close one to Chelsea, 50-48. They got down big early but made a huge comeback at the end of the game. This week they'll be at home against Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, both JV and varsity, both Tuesday night and Thursday night. They'll play Jasper on Thursday night. Come watch the girls basketball team. Keep believing, girls. Let's trust in each other. Make good things happen. Go Spartans.
All right, thank you, George. That'll conclude our Commerce One Bank halftime show as the Vulcan Tire and Auto kickoff goes out of bounds. So
Penalty flag on the kick. Illegal procedure.
the Trojans will start from their 35-yard line as a result. You know, I messed up on recapping the highlights.
Yeah.
But one thing that is extremely clear, they were all Southern Sky Aviation great plays.
Absolutely, every one of them. You're exactly right.
I may have messed up the order and who did what and anything else that could be messed up.
Hey, we all knew. We were all following. We saw the first half.
Here's the first down play. Pass is complete, and then he is hit immediately. Hampton King.
So look at this. Look who's back at quarterback.
Oh.
It's number 19, Cole Woods. He's obviously been worked on and taped up, and he is back on the field for the Trojans.
Yeah, he was in on the opening drive and was very impressive, both his scramble running and his passing for a touchdown. And then we didn't see him the rest of the first half.
We came hobbling off after that touchdown.
We didn't know the extent of his injury, but now here he is back to start the second half. Second down and 6. He pitches it to the running back, Townsend, who is hit hard. I'm telling you, every defensive stop that Mountain Brook gets has been a hard hit tonight.
Yeah, the Spartans are really playing. Look at it right here. You see the Trojans. What are Trojans going to use the old pitch right there, sweet. And look at that, down the high sideline. That was number 87, Ethan Went.
97, Billy Hoyt had the penetration that forced him wide, and then Ethan Went made the tackle. Third down and 3. And the pass is complete. Given that little bit of cushion, and they're taking advantage of it to just get enough for the first down.
Hampton King getting a hold of the shirt and not letting go to make the tackle for the Spartans. But that is a Trojan first down.
It's at the 49 of Muscle Shoals. First down.
You know, last week, Woods and Mosley combined to be 4 of 6 for 129 yards. They didn't throw too many passes. Tonight we've seen more than that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We got almost a whole half of football to go. Play action pass. He is throwing deep, and, oh, man, he dropped that one in a bucket again for another touchdown.
Wow.
Boy, he has thrown a couple of absolutely perfect passes for their 2 touchdowns.
Just a great route, and, I mean, a really good throw by Cole. But there looks like is there a flag on the play?
Oh, baby. There is a flag, and they are coming back.
Wow.
Well, you know, he stood back there a long time, so I'm guessing this is going to be a holding penalty they're going to call.
I think it's an illegal lineman downfield.
Oh, it sure is. You're right, George.
Yeah.
Well, again, because the play took so long, yeah, you can see they had at least one lineman too far down. Might have been 2 or 3.
It was, golly, just what a pass. You could see it.
Oh, he dropped it in there.
You could see the route and knew exactly what they were doing at number 2. And, oh.
So wipe that touchdown off the board.
Discipline. We talked about it earlier. When you get to this stage, you can't have those kind of penalties. And Muscle Shoals has shot themselves in the foot quite a few times tonight with those penalties. So 1st and 15 with 9:28 to go here in the third quarter. Spartans up 21-7.
And they hand it off to Townsend. Short gain this time. Spartans are there defensively. That was a 1st and 5 play, though. The 1st and 4, actually.
Yeah, and Von Frost once again leading the way on the tackle there for the Spartans. Good shot by Nate right here. And watch 36 jumping up in there to make the tackle, along with Mac Palmer, and look at Billy Hoyt in there.
2nd down and 2.
Second down and 12 to go here, Lee. Let's see what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the first marker. 2nd and 12, and Townsend breaks free. He picked up 16 to the first down.
Braxton Dean making the tackle for the Spartans, but not after Townsend had gone right through our defense for a first down for the Trojans.
At the 35, 1st and 10.
They're a totally different looking team with Cole Woods at quarterback.
Yeah, they are.
They seem to be more in sync, and not to say, I mean, Seth Mosley's a great quarterback. I mean, he's doing a great job for them too, but the game plan tonight, you could tell, was all around Cole.
And he fakes the handoff. He's back to pass. Again, he has time, and that one is
gonna be interference.
Intercepted, but it's going to be interference that is called.
Hampton King making a great play and intercepting it, but they're going to grab the taco right back from us and not let us call our mama, so we don't have a taco mama turnover. They're going to call interference on us, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty. Check it right here.
I wonder if we'll have a look at that, at the receiver here.
Let's see, right here. Here it comes. You can't.
It's already happened.
It was incidental. I mean, it was very. I mean, there was a little bit of contact. There's contact on every single play. Let's see it right here. You can see it. I mean, it happened about right. Just a little bit of a push, but also the feet.
Like more the feet. Yeah, they just sort of tangled up each other.
Yeah. But it's not a spot foul like you have in
the pros.
In the pros, it's a 15-yard penalty.
It is at the 20 though. 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
So Trojans right now coming out the second half, starting like they did the beginning of the ball game on offense.
And they hand it off to Townsend. And Townsend hit and dropped after a short gain.
Hampton
King with a good sure tackle.
Number 38, Hampton King coming up and making the hit for the Spartans.
Billy Radney and Drew Widener.
Yeah, great job.
Made some early contributions on that play.
Yeah, watch them all scraping down this line right here, and you just see them. They hold the line of scrimmage and just sort of take it on down to the sidelines, using it as friends, and never let them cut it up. Look at that. They're all just looking at them all, maintaining, and boom, Hampton comes up and makes the tackle. So 2nd and 8.
Now back live.
Now, this movement right there. Come on now. There you go. Once again, movement by Muscle Shoals.
I don't know why the line judges aren't throwing their flags on those. That's twice now.
Yeah.
That the referee, the white cap behind the line, had to call that. Those are usually calls made by the line judges.
Well, if they'll give me the yellow flag, I'll throw it. I'm seeing it. Well before they saw it.
When you got two of them, you got one on either side.
Come on, guys. They're trying to save it for later at the huddle house. Use it as a.
To be honest,
use it as a napkin.
To be honest, the one on the near side, he may have dropped a flag. I wouldn't be able to see it.
That's right.
And they stick with the run game. Quarterback keeps, and he is in trouble. And he'll just run out of bounds. And boy, when he tried to pull up, you could see the limp then.
You know, it's sort of, you remember the Parker game, the running back, we talked about that great running back. He just really, he could accelerate, but he couldn't cut.
Yeah.
And you see him right here.
Watch him here. When he's running,
he
looks okay, but when he tries to pull up, then you see the limp come in.
Yeah. And to stop on the dime and cut it like he can, that's not happening. So it's 3rd down and 13. Spartans been getting off the field on these 3rd downs. Let's do it again.
3rd and long. Back to
here
pass.
comes Parker
Here
Avery.
comes the rush.
Get him.
And he's not going to get away. Billy Radney, Parker Avery. Sam Hunt was in the neighborhood as well.
But watch this. Parker Avery came right in, man. He's ready to eat something right now. He ain't letting it go.
Oh.
Just holds on, and pulls him down.
Parker Avery, boy, he just blew by his potential blocker.
So we're about to be able to see number 89, Trey Stoddard, kick. His holder is the punter, Sam Wright, number 85.
Right in the middle of the field.
So we got about a
47-yarder. 47-yarder right in the middle.
Oh, it's going to have a distance?
No,
like short.
I think
no good.
I think he may have pulled it left as well. Either way, it is no good. So that's another big stop by the Mountain Brook defense.
Big time. Hey, that's
if they don't get that last sack with those added yards.
Field
goal might have been good.
Well, Trey would be 11 for 11 on the season instead of 10 for 11. That's his very first miss of the season.
He didn't catch that one perfectly. Like his extra point earlier, he boomed that baby.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been, if that were a field goal attempt, that would have been good from 55. He hit that one so hard. This one he didn't catch as well. Cole Gamble up the gut for a couple of tough yards. Good short tackle made in there by one of the Trojans, number 20, with a nice tackle, Uzziah Johnson. This is a good-looking Muscle Shoals team.
Yeah, it really
Not
is.
that I'm surprised by that. We're in the 6A state semifinal.
But when you look at Hartselle and Muscle Shoals and Decatur in that league and Coleman, it's pretty good. This is a good little region.
Yeah.
Region 7. Athens, Columbia.
2nd down and 7. And, just tripped him up. And look at the frustration by Cole because he thought, gosh, if they didn't just barely get me, I'm still running.
And I was going to give my as he crossed that goal line with his karate scissor kick.
The jumping scissor kick. I love it, especially with Georgia's sound effects. That's what makes it there.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Think we'll see a direct snap?
3 receivers to the right. They're not going to get the ball. Cole Gamble.
Everybody in the box. Everybody coming. And so.
Movement.
Yeah. So once again, I saw the movement. I'm not going to call it on our team.
Yeah.
The referee's got to call that. If I see us moving, they got to call that one.
But once again,
the side judge didn't call it. And finally, they're like trying to give him a chance to call it. I'm telling you, he's too busy thinking about the huddle house later. I'm going to order some hash browns and my eggs. I don't know, maybe.
All right. That's a big difference, though. Makes it 3rd and 7. Big difference.
Brings John Colvin back in at quarterback.
And he's back to pass. Hit as he throws.
Can't tell. It looks incomplete.
Must have been incomplete. I
think it went.
We couldn't see it. Our players standing there block our view on that play.
Yeah, with all our over 6 foot standing players and you and me, we still can be on the top of the bleachers and still not see over them.
So punting situation.
Let's get us a booming one.
Let's get a bounce and a roll out of that. That'll work. Good job, John Cooper. Is that who that was, punting?
Yes, John Cooper, number 17. So, Muscle Shoals Trojans, we would call it the Andrews Sports Medicine red zone. It's been inside the red zone area twice. Got 1 touchdown called back.
Yeah.
This has been huge. I mean, it's pretty, even kind of game. But they're just penalties and things like that are just catching.
The Spartans have gotten through 2/3 of this third quarter, and they still are maintaining a 14-point lead. And they pass. Oh,
Tucker Crawford.
Tucker Crawford nearly got there in time for a pick six.
Yeah, nearly grabbed his burrito and was about to take it all the way for a Taco Mama turnover and touchdown. Hey, I tell you, just right here, he's like, just misses it. Oh, he's like, you keep it. I want some extra jalapenos on it.
Good
My
coverage,
burrito
though.
next time
Very
I get
good
it.
coverage by Tucker. No way they were going to get that pass in there. 2nd down and 10. And back to the run game.
Oh,
and
Parker
good job.
Avery!
Boy, Parker Avery's having a game, isn't he?
He really is. He's come ready to play, and I tell you what, Trent Wright also.
Trent Wright is always there.
But look at Parker Avery. Look where he is. Watch him take on his defender right here. Just keeps that. Look, he's keeping that outside arm free, and boom, making the big tackle.
Oh, that's well done.
I mean, right there, that is
Parker
textbook.
Avery and Trent Wright.
Take him on with that inside. Keep that outside arm free. Make good things happen for you and your team.
So they
3rd and 8.
Lost yardage on that one. 3rd down and 8.
Oh, Spartans coming. Spartans are coming.
And the pass is complete to somebody on the sideline. And it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was a hurry right there.
That's a good catch. He looked like he has to be a former receiver.
I'll tell you right here, just right here, the pressure coming. The quarterback's not able to set his feet, lets it go. Hey, Spartans getting off the field on 3rd down tonight.
Well done. Well done.
So Jackson Beatty this time deep for the Spartans on the return. About time to see Jackson. Come on now.
This guy didn't quite boom this one like the other two. And a good job coming up to make the fair catch by Jackson, because if that hits and rolls, it's probably inside the 5. But he came up to make the good catch, the fair catch at the 26.
Once again, Spartans are up 21-7, and I tell you what, about to be into the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Just keep that clock moving.
Spartans haven't scored in this quarter, but they've managed to, play hard through almost all of this 3rd quarter, still with that 2-score lead.
Look at this. What a fake.
John Colvin still has it. Oh, the ball got popped up into the air, and thankful that it fell to the ground. Jackson Beatty upset with himself.
I love Coach Yeager, what Coach Yeager says. He says a good ball fake will take on 2 blocks. I mean, it's like making 2 blocks.
Yep.
And John has done such a fabulous job tonight with these
he always
players.
does.
Yeah, and it just holds up their defense. He's able to roll out.
And here is Clark Sanderson. Clark Sanderson trying to get to the marker. I think he did. Boy, he is right at it where they're marking it. I mean, right at it. It's either going to be just long enough or just short.
It's going to be just short.
Did not get a good mark.
Yeah, it's going to be just short. But I tell you what, we're probably pretty lucky right around in here, not getting us a hold call to send it back.
Yeah.
That line judge is missing a lot tonight.
He is.
He's missing a lot.
Thankfully, he missed that one.
I might be a little bit upset if that was a Muscle Shoals.
3rd and 1.
Up.
And we're going to shift back to the pistol. And the handoff. Cole Gamble, look at him. Look at that driving force. Hammers ahead for the 1st down.
And you see Cole Gamble hammering down. Nice hit by Xavier Johnson. Xavier has 6 interceptions on the year. I bet he hadn't had to hit anybody that hard, though, yet.
Yeah, I think Cole got the better of that collision.
Yeah. Xavier's a good player.
That's a big 1st down. Keeps that clock moving. Keeps the possession going for the Spartans. Cole Gamble again. Cole with about 8 yards on the 1st down run.
Cole Gamble, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 17, Carter Pinchion.
Well, this will be a good look at the blocking here.
Oh, we got a penalty on the Spartans.
Penalty flag on the play.
Let's see, what did they call?
Holding.
Apparently a hold. I didn't see it on our replay there.
That's a that's a makeup call for the
you
one
think
I
so?
saw. Yeah, that I saw earlier.
Wow, that's big. It would have been 2nd and 2, and instead it's 1st and 17. Obviously, that's a big difference.
Another good fake.
Play action pass. Colvin throwing
Beatty
the deep
behind
ball
the defense.
to Jackson Beatty, and we're fortunate that one was not picked off.
Yeah, I tell you, we just mentioned him earlier. Xavier Johnson has 6 interceptions on the year. He's about to have number 7. He's a little upset with himself. He didn't come up with that 7th.
I think John maybe didn't quite get his feet set firm enough on that one. Didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, Jackson had gotten behind the defenders. Once again, good blocking and giving John the time. You can't have everyone go your way, you know.
Well, and with Jackson's speed on the go route, you got to throw it early.
Yeah,
because he's going to catch up to it.
Yeah.
Here's a delay handoff. Nicely
look at
done.
that move.
Good run.
I mean, you see Cole.
That's Cole Gamble again.
The spinning and the moving and just keeps those legs driving. You know, the thing is the yards he makes after being hit.
Oh, yeah.
Right here he gets hit, and look, he's still going. He's spinning. There's no give up in him.
All right, 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Colvin. He will run with it. And it looks like they got him just a little bit short.
I tell you what, John.
Good effort, though, by John.
And I tell you right now, John used his whole body. He was not going to slide.
Great effort.
And it's 4th down and 2. The Spartans are looking like they're going for it.
This was 3rd and 8, and look at the effort by John Colvin. It'll be 4th and 2. Oh, and the Spartans tried to get him, and they thought they did. But, of course, the officials did not throw the penalty flag. And it's a great punt.
Nobody back to receive it.
And it's down to the 19. Boy, I tell you, I don't know if we can look at that again.
Yeah. I mean, we have yet to see the line judge throw a flag tonight.
The line judge hadn't shown up yet tonight.
He really hasn't.
He's still on his way here. Well, we can't see on that one. I mean, now I realize the folks on our side of the field are biased, but it was clear to all of us on this side. Let's put it that way.
The camera, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. So, you know, we can get it up on film. But, hey, guess what? Didn't go our way, and right now we're seeing by choice, Seth Mosley back in the ball game at quarterback for Muscle Shoals.
Interesting. And they'll run it over the left side. Another hard hit.
Looks like Mac Palmer, big hit Mac making the hit.
I wonder if it's by choice or if his ankle is just like he just can't continue.
Here's the last
Cole
play right there. Yeah, there he goes. You saw him right there.
Oh, yeah.
Clear over the line. But, here at the end of the third, and we'll take a commercial, but no, this is what they've done all year. They play 2 quarterbacks, and that's their thing. So.
All right, we've completed 3 of 4 with our score. It's still Mountain Brook 21 and Muscle Shoals 7. 4th quarter coming up on the Mountain Brook Sports Network.
Your home's air conditioning system has to work hard in the Alabama heat. When there's a problem, call On Time Service. We'll do whatever it takes to make your home cool again. And our technicians will arrive at your home right on time.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on: you. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Once down 7-0 in this game. Lead it 21-7 as we go to the fourth quarter.
And I tell you, we've had no timeouts tonight.
None have been called.
The clock has just been moving. This has been great. This game's been a quick game.
That's excellent, seeing as how I got a 2.5-hour drive home. Hopefully with a W in our pocket. First play of the fourth quarter is a run, and he'll be fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose yardage.
All right, so
Trent Wright.
I will tell you right now, at one point in my time, I was a pulling guard. You better pull a lot faster than this and coming around because you're getting in the way of your running back.
Oh, yeah.
You got to move out of the way.
Yeah, and then Trent Wright just zipped in there.
It was almost
he was coming quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 10th grader in there, and he's playing a little bit like a 10th grader. A little unsure.
Straight run to the right this time, and they'll get a couple,
working.
but that's all.
Yeah, it's now you see
Von
Frost, Parker Avery, all these guys around it. They're following their guard, pulling around, and I tell you right now,
he ain't pulling quick enough.
No, and our linebackers will start keying on what that guy's doing.
Right.
And that's why, man, we're right there up on the line of scrimmage every single time.
So he got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah.
3rd and 10.
And, once again, this is the other quarterback, and there are only a couple things he can do.
And he's going to throw it. Incomplete.
Great job.
Great job over there. Tucker Crawford.
Number 29 for the
Excellent play. Good job, Tucker. Watch this. He had the tight coverage. I thought for a second their receiver was going to win the battle for the ball. I thought wrong. Tucker Crawford knocked it away.
Tucker Crawford doing what you're taught to do. Go to the highest point and knock that ball down. He went up there and reached for it and went higher than the offense player and won that battle.
So punting situation for the Trojans. A low liner of a punt. And Jackson Beatty is going to at least stop it there. That's a good play by Jackson.
Yeah, just, hey, look, all we want, get the ball. We don't need to be a hero right now, up 21-7. Very wise. Need that ball down, and now gives the offense a chance to come out and see what it can do.
Well, it's going to run the ball is what they're going to do. Probably.
Keep that clock moving.
Run the ball, stay in bounds. Of course, try and get a couple of first downs to keep it going.
Spartans trying to make it back to the state championship game for the first time since 1996.
That's actually a pass, the little flip pass to Clark Sanderson, and he didn't get much, if anything.
I tell you right now, you saw a very aggressive Muscle Shoals team that time.
That's the best anybody has shut that play down all year. Got a yard, that's it.
There were several Spartans on the ground. Some of them were wanting a penalty thrown.
Second down and 9, and Colvin keeps. He's got room. John Colvin still on his feet. He is to midfield and brought down at the 49. Boy, that has been a big play in the game plan tonight.
Look at old John Colvin showing his best Strother Gibbs impression of running the ball, and look at him. Just got his head on a swivel looking at everybody. Let's not get you hurt, John. Love it.
But I love the fact that our coaches just brought that out.
Yeah.
They didn't use it all year, so that's why they're not ready for it, because every game tape they've looked at doesn't show that happening.
We haven't had to show it at all this year. Yeah, that's.
And back to Cole Gamble, who lunges forward, and then they pick him up and carry him back. Fortunately, our line judge is going to mark him at his forward progress.
Gain of 3 in the play.
And a gain of 3 on the play. Don't see that every day where he picks him up and tries to carry him back. Second and 7. Stick with the run game. There's
Great
goes
job by the
Cole.
line.
Cole Gamble to the 30, 25. He's down to the 22.
What an awesome job by the offensive line. And then Cole Gamble.
Gamble, the ball carrier. Here's a penalty flag.
Look at it.
Flag on the play
again.
on the sideline.
What a job opening a hole for Cole. Good job by him. The flag came after the play. I think it's going to be a sideline warning because the play was over when the flag came in. I saw it. And he's, well, I say that. Maybe he was just late throwing it.
Personal foul on that. Now, if I say Davis Peterson had blocked this guy all the way to the sideline, I don't think.
You're right. It's on them.
Yeah, I don't think the opposing player took kindly to the block he had on him.
Wow. Okay. So that works out even better than I thought.
Now we're in our Andrews Sports Medicine
Red zone. We sure are.
First and 10.
What great blocking that time by the line. And now you're going to get a really good shot of them and watch the holes open for Cole.
First and goal. It is Cole
Look
Gamble,
at it.
right
Look
side.
at it.
Cole
Look at it.
Gamble. Touchdown, Spartans!
Hiya! Touchdown, Spartans. I mean, right there, what a perfect camera angle. You could just watch it, watch the line open, and you see old Jerry Reed and Fred driving through. They could have driven through there for a touchdown.
Here you go.
Look at this right here.
Coming
Look at all
into
the
your
line.
living room.
Look at Bain right there with a great tackle. Look at Davis Peterson taking this guy all the way to the sideline. Max Smith, William Cornet, John Hendry. It is incredible.
We're so close to the fans tonight. We are really getting the confetti.
Jack Heaps with the extra point, and it's good. But I tell you what, it starts right there. We have a spectacular running back, Cole Gamble, who's gone over 2,000 yards for the season tonight. But it all starts in the trenches, and those guys, man, with heart and soul, just keep getting it done. There we are.
They sure do.
See the crowd up there, all excited. Good job there, Nate.
Well, it ain't over yet, but putting yourself up by 3 scores with 8:20 to go in the ball game is just a really good feeling.
It really is.
A really good feeling.
We're going to get to go where Jim Fife was at one point when he was here on Earth career.
I'll tell you what.
It'll be fun to be down there.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. I think most people know that I'm not an Auburn fan, but I got to know Jim Fife, and a finer human being you will not meet. He was a great guy, great guy.
We're going to be able to be up on that turf next year if we just hold out the next 8:20.
We used to spend time together at SEC Media Days and just really enjoyed spending time with Jim.
Yeah, it looked like Von Frost on that tackle.
Tripped up by number 36, Vaughn Frost on the return. 21-yard return, first and
Number 27 was out there for the Spartans, too. I believe that was Harris Crumpton. Yeah, Harris Crumpton on the tackle, I'm thinking. Or sometimes Slate Sokol. I get those. They both wear 27. It's sort of hard to see with the helmet on who it is.
First and 10. They run it to Townsend. He's got some room over on that right side, and it looks like he may have another first down.
The thing is, right now they got 3 timeouts, but they run the ball. It's going to just keep taking up lots of clock.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes left.
There's the band with their drums. We told you earlier they're going to be traveling on New Year's Day to Italy. Wow, how awesome is that?
They won't be driving, I guess.
No, yeah, won't be driving. Yeah, did I say driving? No. Yeah, they'll be flying.
First and 10. Back to pass, and now he's going to run. And he'll go out of bounds. Got about 8 or 9.
Ball carried by number 12, Seth Mosley.
Spartans up 28-7. I'm liking this.
Right.
Getting it for most Shoals. What they're doing is going to take off a lot of time.
Hey, Nate, down there on the sidelines between plays.
Yeah, look at the Dorians and the
yeah. He's over on our side, so maybe I shouldn't even bother saying what I was about to say. But I got a tip from a young lady in the concession stand line before I came up here before the game. I'll tell you after this play. 2nd down and 1. And they're going to get the first down on that play. She had on a Christmas light head dress of some kind. Okay.
Hey, look at Creed out.
And they were turned off, so I couldn't resist. I went up to her. I said, "Did you turn them off?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, please do it. I got to see it." And it was awesome. And she told me that there's a couple of folks in the stands on the Muscle Shoals side. There's 2 people dressed as Grinch and there's 2 Santa Clauses as well. So I was going to see if we can take a look for those characters. Here's a pass that is.
Oh, did we get it?
Did we get that? Did he get that?
They're going to say
just incomplete.
Hey, that's a great job, Braxton.
Incomplete.
Make it look like
brings up 2nd down and 10.
Here it is, right here, replay.
Oh, it bounced before it got to their receiver.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I thought it hit off of their receiver up into the air, but it bounced before it got to him.
Well, right now, from the Muscle Shoals side, it's more of a Grinch spirit than a Santa Claus spirit.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. That's complete.
Tucker Crawford making the play for the Spartans.
A good short tackle by Tucker.
Complete to Jameer Goodlow. Out of bounds by number 29, Tucker.
So I look around at all the confetti that's out here.
It's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Usually we'll get 4 or 5 or 6 little flickers of it that will come up into the press box at home.
Like snow.
We're getting covered with it here.
It's everywhere. We didn't do it.
First down play. We got a flag. The line judge threw a flag.
Like almost
breaking news, the line judge threw a flag.
On the play.
I mean, it was like even before the play even got going, he woke up.
Let's see what he's got. It is false start on the coach.
Hey, Thomas E. Jernigan scores from around the region. John Wilbanks with the assist. We've got in the 4th quarter, Saraland 13, Theodore 3. So that's the start of the 4th quarter. So right now on the other side of the bracket is Saraland.
That's a little over scoring that I was expecting. Those teams have put up some big numbers in the past.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be Theodore coming out of that game.
And that's complete for a first down for Muscle Shoals.
Mosley's pass complete.
Another first down for
13 yards in on the play. That's a
Get out of bounds and make it 7:02.
First down.
First and 10. And they'll throw the long ball.
Interception.
It's way too long. We got a
Mac
flag.
Palmer's got a Taco Mama return. Turnover.
I think it's going to come back. There's a flag thrown back there. They're probably going to rule DPI, like they like to call it these days. Defensive pass interference, my guess, anyway.
It was on the pattern and
pass interference called against the Spartans.
Yeah, not the man who intercepted it.
Well, the coverage.
Pass was nowhere near, though.
Going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Spartans and a Muscle Shoals.
I mean, I realize interference is interference, but it was coming down nowhere near. the man who was interfered with.
A lot of clock coming off. 6:49, 48.
Yep. Spartans up 3 scores. They got down 7-0 early in this one. They've outscored them 28 zips.
Interception.
And that one is intercepted.
Tucker Crawford's got it.
No flags this time. Here comes Tucker on the return.
There you go, Tucker.
He will go down rather than risk taking a hit and turning it over. That's a good play by Tucker Crawford after a great pick.
Tucker got his jalapenos on his burrito that time. He said, I'm going to take it now. Give me my taco mama turnover. Great job by Tucker on that, and then wisely going down, not to do anything different. And look at Coach Stearns just going crazy on the sidelines, our defense coordinator. Excited.
That's big time. That's another Southern Sky Aviation. Great play. The interception by Tucker Crawford. So now the Spartans will keep it on the ground. They'll want to stay in bounds. Keep that clock moving. They do it right up the gut. Here comes Cole Gamble. Oh, all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Tucker got his head on the swivel one. There's got to be somebody I can hit. And that he did. Check him out right here. Good blocking by the line, of course. And watch this, Tucker. Boom, I'm not going out of bounds. I'm going to hit somebody right here.
5-yard line.
Oh, I tell you.
That's a big run, a lot of big runs tonight for Cole Gamble, just like any other night.
You see a good shot of our sidelines right there.
Commerce One Bank first down. Keep it on the ground.
There we go.
There goes Cole Gamble. He's close to another first down.
And he just keeps on moving.
Ball carried by Gamble, tackled by number 21, Will Weaver. Gain of 12 on the play, 1st and 10, Mountain Brook.
Good look at it right there.
A 2,000
right
yard,
at us.
a 2,000-yard runner. Spartan right there, Cole Gamble.
And as you have pointed out before, I'll point it out again, just a junior.
Just a junior, came in the game. Came in the year, came into this game with 35 touchdowns on the year. And he's already added, 3?
Yeah.
So make that 38.
Yeah, bad night for him tonight. He only has 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Ball carried by Cole Gamble. Tackled by
he had
number
what?
17, Carter
4
Pinchion.
and 6 and 5. Is that what he had in the playoff games?
Yeah, it was incredible. And 200 yards plus, 270, whatever, a couple of times. It's been incredible. And he'll be the first to tell you that it all starts in the trenches.
Oh, the line has been absolutely phenomenal. No question about that. And Carter Kelly. Here's Cole Gamble again. Look at him put on the brakes so he can stay in bounds. Keep that clock moving. He picked up 3 or 4 yards.
Ball carried by Gamble. Brought down by Pinchion.
Getting closer and closer. It looks like the Spartans are going to be making their 4th trip to a state championship game.
4 on the play.
Here next week, which will be Friday night, December 2nd.
Jordan Air Stadium, 7 o'clock kickoff.
At the moment, Saraland leading 13-3 in the 4th quarter.
That game's still in doubt. They give it to Cole Gamble again. Again, he tried to go down before he went out of bounds. I'm not sure if they... No, they did not stop the clock.
Ball's carried by Gamble for no gain on the play.
So it brings up 4th down.
4th down and 4.
And Spartan's going to wait about 24 seconds before they do anything. Just let that clock run down. They're trying to force Muscle Shoals into taking a timeout, which they're not doing. So it'll go down to about 3:35 when Spartans will call timeout. And you got the whistle. And actually 3:33, there you go.
3:33 left, up by 3 TDs. Timeout Spartans.
Hey, Lee Congratulations to the Miss Olympian student staff led by co-directors Lauren Jones and Sophie Kampakis for a job well done for the 2023 Miss Olympian pageant. What an awesome event with many talented performers. Congratulations to Leo Godwin for winning Miss Congeniality and third runner-up. Second runner-up was Lula Comer, and first runner-up was Mary Catherine Malone. And your 2023 Miss Olympian winner was Annabella Foster. Way to go, Annabella, well deserved. Once again, great job by all performers and a tremendous work done by the student staff for another successful Miss Olympian pageant. I can't wait till next year for the 2024 Miss Olympian pageant. It was awesome last Saturday night.
Great event. Great event.
Sparks bring on their punting team, John Cooper.
Isaac Fowler back deep for Muscle Shoals.
And that punt will go out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to mark it. At the 21. 3:26 remaining in the 6A state semifinal contest.
Hey, Key Club has sponsored a toy drive to benefit Love Lady Center Santa Shop. You can place gifts in the bins near the front entrance of the school. Hot Wheels, purses, craft kits, Legos, superhero toys, they're all suggested items. Wow, Lee, let's help support the Key Club toy drive that benefits the Love Lady Center Santa Shop. Ho, 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 go Spartans.
First down for the Trojans.
Oh, Mac Palmer taking him down for a sack. You gotta love it. Spartans are feeling it.
Another tackle for loss for Mac Palmer.
Watch 16 coming from the left, untouched, and just grabbing hold of the quarterback, taking him down. Coach Shane Stearns dialing up the right call with 3:01 to go.
Loss of 2. Second and 12. And that is complete, but only a short gain.
Garrett Coonsey, number 18, on the coverage to making the tackle for the Spartans.
Garrett.
Mosley's pass caught by
Spartans came into this game with a 3-6 record. There's Annabella Foster right there.
6 on the play.
The Miss Olympian 2023. Spartans came in. There she is right there. Annabella Foster did a great job. Just such a talented performer. Spartans came into this semifinals game 3-6. We're going to move to 4-6, Lee. It looks like 2:15 to go. Jordan Hare calling our name.
Third down. Throw is.
Oh, it's complete.
Somehow.
I mean, it went through 3 of our guys' hands.
Oh, my. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
It
Up to the 35-yard line, gain of 10 yards. That's a Muscle Shoals.
Up 28-7.
First down.
We had a great crowd here tonight.
Yeah,
traveling.
Sure did.
We'll need another one next week, Friday night. Take it off.
Back to pass.
Oh, Trent Wright!
Trent Wright! And Sam Hunt.
Big tackle there. Trent Wright coming in now. Everybody knows what Muscle Shoals is having to do. They're having to throw, and now we're just pinning back and going at it. Check out Trent Wright coming in and Sam Hunt stunning in. And boom.
Again, Trent's timing on those. He delays it just enough so that they don't realize he's coming.
They don't pick him up.
And then they don't pick him up, and he shoots in there and makes the tackle.
Yeah, then Hunt coming in with the club.
And the quarterback will try and run.
Ran after him again.
Now he's going to pass it, and he overthrows his man. That'll stop the clock with just 58 seconds left.
58 seconds, and the Spartans are headed back. First time since 1996, the first year you started doing the broadcast.
That's right.
How incredible is that?
And how, you just never know when these things happen.
Yeah.
I sure didn't know that was going to be the only time that we would be there until now.
Well, I will tell you, a lot of that 1996 crew was a lot of guys that I had helped coach in 6th grade and was Jeffco football in some of those days. And Malin Kent was the quarterback. And now the Spartans will be going back.
Really, really good quarterback.
Really good quarterback. Everybody remember his dad who played at Auburn.
Malin Senior.
Good one.
Great guy.
On the play. Bring up
6 minutes left in that Saraland Theodore game. John Wilbanks giving us a Thomas E. Jernigan update. It's 14-6. So obviously that was when we got to 13-6, we had the extra point.
Just before they kicked the extra
13-3.
point.
So 14-6, Saraland. 6 minutes go.
Oh, we stop them on fourth down.
It looked like we got the ball almost too.
Well, we're going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
22, Drew Widener.
Boy, I see.
22, Drew Widener in the play.
I see defensive coaches hugging each other on the sideline. Players jumping up and down. They know what's about to happen now.
And the fans going crazy. They have traveled. All the phones are all up in there. There you go. You see the fans. And all of them getting their phones up. They're texting their loved ones saying, "We've done it." Filming this. A memory they'll watch 30 years from now.
Spartans will just take a knee.
Our favorite play.
And that will do it. The Mountain Brook Spartans came to Muscle Shoals, got down 7-0, and then one going away on the road. 20-7 the final. Spartans win the 6A semifinal. It's on to the championship game.
28-7. At the beginning of the game, it sort of didn't look like it was going to be going our way. Muscle Shoals jumped out there on a 7-0 lead. Spartans had gone 3 and out. We hadn't seen Spartans go 3 and out in I don't know how long, but Spartans took control of this game, and it was a great defensive effort tonight, and of course the offense kicking on all cylinders, and Cole Gamble going over 2,000 yards. John getting it done with his arm and his legs. We're headed to the state championship.
Well,
that's awesome.
Another fabulous job by Coach Yeager and his staff of preparing the guys for this opponent and then making adjustments early on in the game to create success.
Yeah.
Look at the Spartans. That is so neat.
Yeah, you see them all celebrating. Yeah, and you talk about the coaching staff. It starts with Shane Stearns on the defensive side, and then Coach Kelly, the offense coordinator, and Gabe Rodriguez, safeties coach, and Brad Easley, quarterbacks coach, Jake Collins, wide receiver, Tony Johnson's offensive line, Chad Merrill, Buddy Pell, and Mike Thornton on the defensive side, Kyle Spears, strength conditioning, and then, of course, our trainers, Jake Jordan and Adam Martin. And Coach Yeager getting his 170th victory overall, his 145th with the Spartans.
And this one comes on the road in the 6A state semifinal.
And here we'll see a presentation
on behalf of the Alabama High School
from the Alabama High School Association.
Appreciation is expressed to our corporate partners, Alabama Power, Alpha Insurance, Coca-Cola, Encore Rehabilitation, Future Ones, Jax, Team IP, and Wilson, and to our event sponsors, Cadence Bank and TNT Fireworks, for supporting the 2022 Super 7 Championship. In recognition of their outstanding season, each team participating in tonight's semifinal contest will be awarded a beautiful plaque commemorating their accomplishment. The awards will be presented by Dr. Kevin Davis, principal at Muscle Shoals High School. Now, representing Class 6A, Region 7, please show your appreciation for the Muscle Shoals High School Trojans, coached by Scott Baisden.
Muscle Shoals now getting their plaque, representative of making it all the way to the state semifinal and into what is actually the North Division Championship game.
And now representing Class 6A, Region 5 in the AHSAA Super 7 Football Championships at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn. Please congratulate the Mountain Brook High School Spartans, coached by Chris Yeager.
Spartans coach Yeager, and there he is, that big smile. And handing it over to his players.
This concludes the award ceremony. Thanks for supporting the 2022 AHSAA
First time
State
since
Football
1996.
Playoffs. We look forward to seeing you in Auburn for the 2022
This is something these guys are
Championship.
thinking about and planning for since third grade.
North Division champions. They'll take on the winner
Thank you to the
of
fans
that
for a
game
special
between
season here at Muscle
Saraland
Shoals.
and
We
Theodore
appreciate you coming out
in
this
the
evening.
6A
Please drive
state
home safe,
championship
buckle
game.
up. God bless
And again,
each
that'll
and
be
every one
next
of you.
Friday night,
Happy
7
Thanksgiving
o'clock
and go Trojans!
at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah, just once again, fantastic job. What a crowd. What a tremendous crowd. And you know what? We're going to just keep it going. We know who the most valuable players are out there on the field. But the most valuable players right now have been the fans and everybody showing up, because we got to have that kind of support. The bands, the cheerleaders, the Dorians, they're here, you know, all the time with these guys. And then you've got, here you go, you got the mamas and the daddies and the ones at home watching. Those are our most valuable players, and we're going to need every single one of them next week.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to be meeting Saraland, but whether it's Saraland or Theodore, we're going to need everybody. There's Coach Yeager right now, just proud of the first time he's made it to the state championship game as head coach for the Spartans.
And it wasn't easy. This is a very good Muscle Shoals team. Had to come to their place to do it.
Yep.
And got it done, 28-7.
Yeah, you know, but this team, it really, you know, it's the whole season this team's been focused, but really about that Baker, after that Gardendale game that we lost, that left a sour taste in our mouth. I mean, it's a game that we sort of gave them.
Yeah.
But that Baker game, ever since that Baker game, we've just been on a mission, and probably that Gardendale loss might have been the best thing that could have happened.
Could be.
You know, it sort of got us reeled back in, focused, and we went through the playoffs. We've gone through the playoffs just stomping out everybody. And we had a tougher matchup tonight, but still, we win by 3 touchdowns. You know, as John Coleman would say, that's a Graham and Company beatdown. You know, so you know, it's you know, we've had a bunch of beatdowns in the playoffs.
Well, just a great performance by our guys.
You see Coach Stearns coming over here. You know, the defense coordinator not having a great game, and you know, we talked about Coach Batson playing at North Alabama. So did Coach Stearns. He played on the national championship team, and a lot of those coaches over there, they know each other, and it's just an exciting moment for all these guys, and a great accomplishment for them.
And there they are with the plaque, and I believe that is representative of the North Division champions. Is that it, George? Is that what that plaque represents?
That's what that plaque represents, and of coming out of the region, and there you go, the Spartan Creed, and then the Spartans all together. But once again, you know, we talk about it. What this team has, it's a key ingredient to every championship team. It's heart and soul.
Yeah.
They will not be denied. Before the game, I got to see a couple of those guys. Before the game, Mac played awesome. I saw a couple of those guys, and I tell you, you know, it was just, they were focused. They were tuned in, and I tell you, it's just wow, I'm lost for words. We're going to the championship game.
We sure are.
We have blown through the semifinals.
Well, George, you've been saying it all year. Why?
I've been saying it for 11 years of doing this. You know, my career ended like Muscle Shoals in the semifinals game. Mine ended a little foggy too with a concussion. But you know, that's one thing that's been left out. And hey, we get to go be a part of this. What a great atmosphere.
Looking forward to it.
But it's been fantastic, and you know, you look at it and you see these, you know, it's incredible as I see our fans sort of piling out Thanksgiving weekend, and this is the biggest crowd we've had on an away game, and it might be a home game too.
Yeah, great job by the crowd, no doubt about that. They played a role, and I just, you know, we've already talked about it quite a bit. But I want to repeat one more time. This Mountain Brook team really played well all year, week in, week out. But in particular, in the playoffs, they stepped it up. You know, you always talk about, well, this is the real season now.
Yeah.
The playoffs begin, and they have stepped it up. They have been absolutely
peaking
awesome
at the right time
in the postseason.
Yeah.
And we got to ask them to do it for one more game.
Yeah, but this, I'm telling you, they will. They're focused. I mean, that's the kind of leadership this team has. And, usually you might see somebody, they have this all-star game in 1 week, and then next week they're back down, crashing back down again. We've been peaking. Ever since that Baker, the last game of the year, Baker, and then on to Pinson Valley and Southside Gadsden or Gadsden City, and then Hartselle and Muscle Shoals. We've been on it. And
good teams. Good teams.
And it looks
we were on the road 3 out of those 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to be on the road next week. There's Jonathan now it's the van down by the fence. Right on the opposing side. Look at Jonathan. He's going, post game by Representative David Faulkner. He's pointing up there. Say, hey, make sure you mention that. So, but we're heading down. We're heading down to Auburn.
That's a creative way of directing.
Yeah, exactly. and I tell you, it's just it's fantastic. I mean, and Saraland's up 21-6. John Wilbank's been awesome texting us those scores.
Looking more and more like Saraland.
Yeah, Thomas C. Jernigan Foundation. Scores, and so it looks like it's going to be the Mount Brook Spartans versus Saraland,
and that's the job
the good job
next week's matchup.
Yep,
for the state championship.
Yeah, and I tell you,
and it's the final state championship on the schedule. They do the 7A game first.
Yeah,
because none of those teams played this week. So I think that's the main reason why they do the 7A first.
7A is less teams.
Yeah.
So
they have one less week of playoff games.
Yeah.
And then they do the other 6, with 6A being the final one that they do. So
there we are right there.
Once we play our game 7 o'clock next Friday, the other 6 state champions will have been decided. We'll be the last one.
Yeah, we'll be the last one, 7 p.m. on Friday night. And, we look at Saraland. Saraland is a team that, finished in the season number 4. And they were 12-1, and now, of course, they'll be 13-1 after tonight's game. And Spartans finished number 7. So here we are. It's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be, South versus the North. And I tell you what, gold helmets are coming to smash them in the mouth.
That's right.
This is our season.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, partner. I'm so glad we're getting to go there for the state championship this year. We've been really close. Last few years.
Yeah.
None closer than last year, as a matter of fact, where we got all the way to the semifinal and had a close game, a close loss.
Well, maybe they'll put us. You and me being, now we're fans of everybody, but we are Alabama guys.
Yeah.
And they're going to let us come down into Jordan Hare. Maybe they'll put us in not the Jordan Hare, Jim Fife box. Maybe they'll put us where Alabama usually is. And there you are. You see Coach Thornton down there telling some good old 75-year-old stories, 74-year-old stories.
I'm just glad we're going to be there.
I mean, it's exciting. I'm so excited. And but who knows? Maybe they'll say no. Y'all are in the end zone calling this game. And so,
I'll say this much: when I have gone down there as a member of the media, Auburn usually has really good food in the press box. I don't know what it'll be like for the high school championship game, but I know for the Iron Bowl games they have had excellent food down there.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Put us in a nice box. Let us have the cameras right there next to us in a great box, and just like they do on Saturdays. And I'll bring my peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
They don't have to do anything like that. But this is exciting, and it's just hey, we couldn't do this without it. It was really a pretty cool setup tonight.
Yeah,
we joked about watching it through the fence, but really
here's is Nate still down there to shoot? I don't know.
But we we
literally got the truck right next to us here.
And it works better when we're all right next to each other. It's just it's a seamless production. But we got the Barber Media Group that puts it on, and there's Nate right there. You got the camera on Nate. Nate's going to put the camera back on us.
Here we are.
And you'll see the van. And there we are.
See, there we are right there.
Sell it to you for $120 right here, the van. and Jonathan comes for free.
We'll knock $10 off of that if it's cash.
That's right. But the Barber Media Group, Jonathan, Jason, Joel, Nate, Jackson. What other J's am I leaving out?
Gee, I don't.
And your daughter, Hayden. Hayden did a fantastic job.
Yeah, right.
She was our bouncer
Great job.
keeping people from standing in front of us.
She was security.
Fantastic.
She was security for us.
Yep. And then you got Nate Nate, I'll tell you right now, this was by far your best game of the year. You had some awesome shots.
Great field level shots.
And you probably had other better games, but there's Nate right there. But we were forced to really watch the monitor.
Yes, we were.
And
a lot more than normal.
And his shots right there on the close-ups was fantastic. Look, he got somebody wanting to give an autograph right now. There you go, Caleb Mum saying, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" Hey, Caleb. And Caleb with a good shout-out. Caleb's a pole vaulter in the track. He does a fantastic job there. And so anyway, look at here comes the fan base.
Now he's getting some more friends.
There's Gry. Hey, Gry. Hey, all right, there you go. And everybody waving.
Getting everybody some FaceTime.
But anyway, it's been great, awesome.
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks to all of our sponsors, of course, as always.
Yep.
For their support. We ask you to support them. Do you need to run by them one more time?
Yeah, let me run by them one more time.
Okay.
We get these stats every game, and Douglas Grant does a great job of just always providing us the stats. But Progress Bank, Comfort Systems USA, John Young, MD, B Group, Stone Building, Level Investments, Quality Arch Metal and Roofing, Big Bad Breakfast, Jimmy John's, Carolyn Ezel, Realty South, Gory Reagan, ACCI, ABS Business Systems. You see them all up here on the screen. Awesome. Tulipano Boutique, MountBrookFamilies.org, Coolbox, Dean Clemens Construction, Lilycat Rugs, Gewin Services, the Russum Group, Realty South, South Lake Orthopedics, Lucky's Pine Straw, the Hazel Rig Companies, Low Bird Outdoors, Allied Insulation, the Pant Stores, and probably my favorite sponsor is where I work at St. Luke's Episcopal Church, and you see it right there. And just do appreciate all of you, and hope y'all come say hello to us at St. Luke's Episcopal Church.
All of them.
So
can't do it without them. We really appreciate it, especially this year because we got so many doggone games. Because we're winning.
We're winning. And so the state championship game will be against Saraland on Friday night down in Jordan.
Is that a final now?
It'll be a final.
Okay.
It
was close to final, and they were stretching it out.
Yeah, I'm announcing it as a final. So 21-7. It will be at Jordan Hare Stadium December 2nd, that Friday night down there at 7 p.m. But, before the state championship game, before we go and support the football team, there are a lot of events and a lot of other athletic teams. And what's nice is all teams supporting each other. We got girls basketball Tuesday and Thursday night at home, 4:30 and 6 o'clock. Come watch them. The boys will be playing this week on the road basketball. Go watch them. Wrestling, swimming's going to be down there at the state championship too. They're coming. We got a relay. Alana Long is qualified in a couple of events, and our relay team that we mentioned last week, the swimming team's down there. But y'all go look it up. Go follow on Twitter, Mountain Brook Athletics, and you'll see all these different sports and different activities. But, man, that's what it's all about, Spartan spirit right there. And,
sounds good.
So let's go get it done. Heart and soul.
That'll do it for us. Again, your final here tonight in the 6A state semifinal on the road at Muscle Shoals. Mountain Brook 28, Muscle Shoals 7. Spartans move on to the state championship game. And again, that'll be next Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff at Jordan Hare Stadium against Saraland.
Eastbound down, load them up in trucking. We gonna go to the state finals. Yeah, we're gonna win us a state championship. I can't wait. Fred's a little thin under the skin. About time to go.
Thanks again to the sponsors. Thanks again to our fabulous crew. For my partner, George Palakas and Lee Tracy, we thank you for watching the Mountain Brook Sports Network.
Woo! Go Spartans.